Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nat 13's Sidekicks. The ongoing story of a bunch of crazy teenagers trying to both save the world and pass that algebra class. I'm your Dungeon Master, Augie Schmidt, and with me, as always, are the wonderful members of Vanguard. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
I'm here.
I'm in the vents. Someone help.
She's
In the vents.
I am so... No!
And with that lovely callback to
25
2020,
seconds in.
20, oh, we're like exactly 12 seconds in now.
Sorry,
Like,
guys.
Among
Us.
The members of Vanguard,
I'll see myself out.
you all have done amazing work. You've researched into Prism, this multifaceted company, and have decided to first work on the Azure company. This place full of food and like a lot of GMO stuff, right, where they're building a lot of innovative food technologies. But the reason you're here, Azure company has the complete monopoly on food going into the prison of Alcatraz. Being in Alcatraz, though, multiple supervillains have, over the past couple months, broken out and fought you guys. So obviously something's going on. Very specifically because if you can find some of the ingredients that one Frank Porter, aka Nitro, uses to speed up, as some of you guys rightfully deduced, I think exactly Thwack was the one who just instinctively, you kind of knew that, Shane. That's some smart stuff. You were able to first hit the Portland area, getting a bunch of, out of your 9 Trojan horses, 5 total horses of some intense info, and have now made it to the Ohio district. Here in Cleveland, Ohio, in the middle of BF nowhere, the Azure company has a lot of these farm science, like food, or, a crop to table kind of facilities.
Of course this evil company would have their stuff in Ohio.
Everything evil in Ohio. But thankfully, you guys have made your way in. Specifically, Carl and Zane. Carl, you are on Zane's back running around outside. You have just investigated 2 of the warehouses that seem pretty empty there. Thwack, you having helped clear down the first couple floors from the first floor to the second floor, are still looking for the ingredients for this chemical. Top floor, Cabaret, you have snuck your way through the vents into this office where Hector Winthrop, the CEO of the Azure company, is sitting down across a man who has a completely red-tinted body.
Is that just a picture of Trigon? Sorry, hold on, the other dude.
The smaller one?
Yeah.
No, fun fact, that's Brick from DC Comics, but is the closest representation to Mr. Red of our world.
Okay.
Or our campaign. With his bodyguard lackey, there are still 2 goons in here, with a bunch of goons, of course, by the doors. But the goon known as Brute has sniffed out, and Cabaret, before you were able to start slinking your way through the vent, crunching it closed, Brute, boom, has closed you, and all of you hear this. I will even say, including Carl and Zane outside, that echoing thud from vents from this main building has boom, 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 boom. I would like everyone to roll me initiative as we begin tonight's session.
Oh, good. Oh, less good. These dice betrayed me.
So I am severely underprepared. Does anyone have a dice tray that I might... Oh, Lord.
If we don't have an extra one here, I can run
We
up to my
have
apartment.
Megan's dice tray, actually, that
Thank
she...
you, Megan.
I'll swoop it for you.
That was 22.
Excellent. Psyche, starting off strong with the 22.
You just go... Whoop. Donka.
Here we go.
Okay.
Carl, what did you get?
8.
8.
I'm
Psyche.
outside, it makes sense.
My guy.
I know.
Thankfully, Velocity or Zane got a 16.
What a whore.
Excuse me! I've been working hard to get that title here,
trying.
everyone.
We're not going to let you, Elle.
You don't deserve
I'm not
it
talking
yet.
as Al, okay?
Cabaret has put in the man hours to become a whore.
We're all disguised as villains still.
True, you
When
are
did this
all
become a
in the
whorehouse?
Cabaret. Right now, you look like a girl from The Ring.
I do, actually.
Um,
But actually, not from The Ring.
Did
I like it, But just chemical ooze
Chemical burn.
all
That's
over.
important. Carl, I can't
Nat
actually
13.
remember what you're on.
He was an angel.
Oh yes, Angel and Devil with full goth.
Alright.
Nat 13.
Nat 13.
But I need to get my modifiers.
Psyche 22.
Plus
Cabaret.
5.
So 18.
Actually, no, plus 6. I have
Did they
bonus
make it
on
like
plus
actually into the third warehouse to look at the boxes? Because I remember there was.
They have yet to get it. Yes, they are like just outside the second, and so on their next turn they can make it to the third.
Gotcha.
I don't have it.
Because I remember they were like, oh yeah, you don't see what's in the boxes, but you see boxes.
Brute has rolled.
Mm.
Hector Winthrop actually got a nat 20 with Mr. Red going
Don't.
pretty soon after.
Or maybe do. Because there's a reason I dressed up this way.
And the goons.
It's not too
Wow. Almost everything.
Often it is. But not tonight.
A lot of things are acting before you guys. Brute is not one of them. Brute actually will be acting just above Carl, so second to last in the initiative order. Cabaret, you have time to go. And I'm sending off the initiative tracker in the group chat for the one-shots, just so you guys can all see specifically what's about to happen. So, first and foremost, Hector Winthrop will be acting just before Psyche. Brute.
Yeah, August, what's your apartment number to say on stream?
I'm not saying it on stream.
That's why he
I'm set.
said it in the chat.
What?
Oh, actually, no, you only sent it
21.
to the three of us chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
21.
That was my initiative.
Excellent. Flex. So you will be acting right after Psyche. So it'll be Mr. Winthrop, Psyche, Thwack, Mr. Red, Cabaret. The goons will take their turn. Velocity, Brute, then Carl. As we begin, I'm going to pull up our battle music. Here we go.
I am not ready for this. Also, I forgot how squishy I am.
Moving through, looking through the vent nearest you. Cabaret. Suddenly, heroes. As jaunty, fun mid-2000s music starts playing somewhere in your mind.
It's
Hector
probably my
Winthrop
fault.
Can I use the
immediately
one F-bomb of the session?
hits a button under his desk. Code Red! Code Red! As going first, he has hit the button for his action and is pulling out a small handgun. As he does so, Psyche, that is your turn. You are around the corner, invisible. The alarms are saying, you see all these goons are, like immediately are like pulling out guns or like tasers, right? Kind of like, oh shoot, something's happening.
Is there like windows into this conference room? Can I see?
In this conference room, there is one long window, yes,
Okay,
that's
so
allowing
I
you
can
to see
see.
in. That's how you, like, Psyche, or you're actually seeing most of it. Cabaret, you got, like, a pretty minimal view from the vents.
I was getting
This-
audio.
This, yes, you were getting audio.
was
Psyche,
getting the
you're getting the
recording.
visual of what's happening in there.
Then okay. I see Mr. Red.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need. Oh, do I want him or the big guy though?
That's always the choice, right?
Let's go for Mr. Red. I
All
need
right.
him to make me an intelligence save.
Ooh, all right. Oh my gosh. So he's actually more intelligence than most everything. So he actually got a synthetic 19.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Never mind then. I will put that one in my back pocket. I mean, like, I won't cast anything else because I tried and failed. But
Trying the casting, I would actually love for right now, you're already pretty well hidden. Go ahead and give me just like, as we start into the initiative, a true hide action as things are going to start making checks to look around.
So I'll hide. Do you need me to make a stealth?
Yes. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay.
And I'll show you where some of the plants are in this hallway so like you can kind of see
That's
around.
a synthetic 19.
A synth 19. Yeah, there's a lovely little set of topiaries here that, like, easy enough, slipping around, you've hidden behind. That, like, even though your invisibility now is officially dropped, you're pretty well hidden.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna save my reaction for shield if it comes to that.
Smart. Thwack, that is your turn. Thwack, you are on the second floor. You have just made it through to give you that this row and this row of all of the stuff that like could be what's the word I want to use? Scientific stuff. But you have yet to check the whole building of this floor for the chemical. What would you like to do now? Keeping in mind, anything that looks dark and shaded is vents or things that you can climb up into.
Gotcha. I want to just keep looking for this thing, because if I can find it, then that's one thing we don't need to worry about.
Excellent. Taking movement, keep moving around. Go ahead and make me that investigation. 19. You successfully, I'll say, are sweeping through. There's only a few more desks to check. And you will know if, on like one more round of searching here, you're either going to find it or know for a fact it's not here, if that makes sense. You're just into this last row of stuff, checking people's computers, notes, anything that looks suspicious. And it's very close.
Sus, if you will?
Actually, it's more suspicious.
Right.
But yeah, thank you. Excellent turn though, Thwack. That will make back up top. Mr. Red is going to take his turn. He is going to turn. You watch as he kind of just going to put our skills to the test. You see, he pulls out a walkie-talkie. Alrighty, boys, we got some wannabe heroes in the vents. Go ahead and let's get some gas. Let's go ahead and do a quick perimeter sweep and shoot to kill. Headshots only.
On a turn delay?
I think it
We're
was a
back to
surprise
the
round.
top already?
Mr. Winthrop took his turn at the very beginning. Mr. Red is acting now.
Okay, you said we're
said
back to the
back to the
top.
top.
Oh,
And
excuse me.
I was
Back to
like,
the top
what?
of the building.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
stormed in the dark second.
You all just
Start
lose a
running
turn.
slippery
Just
just like
because.
that.
I was like, I understand if I'm not there, but like, Thwack is the only one who's
Would
done
slippery
anything.
dick be
What
proud of
slippery?
you in this moment?
Where would he be? No, it's sorry. Back to the top of the building, where back in this kind of penthouse room, Mr. Red is using his action, priming the goons.
Look at this poorly painted Psyduck.
With that being said, what he's basically doing right now, non-hostile creature, he is commanding Psyche. You watch the goons to leave this door and run down. The two on the other side are also going to run down. You see, like, basically, so there's only two inside and two still outside the doors. Or one inside, one outside. But the other four goons are going down, because again, he's
They're doing a
basically saying,
facility sweep.
starting a facility sweep.
Boo.
Gross!
Thankfully, though, they're not thinking to check up here. It's not like, oh, we just gotta start checking other
You guys are
floors.
just supposed to pace back and forth every 10 feet. Come on.
As Mr. Red does that, Cabaret,
That's
the vent has just closed, so the off way back through where you came is now basically locked. What would you like to do now?
There's a way into the room, there's a way out of the room. And
Yes.
so I'm gonna squiggle my way through.
5, 10.
And I'm gonna like use the least amount of descriptive words possible because Eleanor, the player, has doesn't want to think about enclosed
Tight.
spaces.
Yeah.
So I'm being a little goblin. I'm just like.
How much movement do you have?
Because you
Yes.
didn't move previously. Because you could do
I
the
didn't
Mhm.
because
super
I was just
movement.
chilling. I can go.
So yes, how many
I'd
feet of
say
movement?
because we've lost the art of subtlety. On the comms because we have comms.
You do, yeah. I mean, simple comms.
Psyche, are you out?
I don't know if I can answer because I don't want to be found.
Yeah, right. It's not like Psyche, and you're just like perched below the window in the
Tap your
bushes.
mic once for yes, twice for no. Because me
I'll-
being a
I'll
sound
tap
person,
twice
that's
for
gonna.
no.
Clever, yes. Simple. It's not even an object action. It's not like yes.
Okay. So I could leave, but I can't leave without Psyche.
Get out of the vents.
Well, I know! I'm gonna squiggle my way and see if there's a way out of this vent. If not,
Here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
have to
5,
Go
10,
full-
15, 20,
Who's that?
25,
go
30,
on the blue.
35, 40. I think you have 50
With
feet of movement,
45,
right?
can I look and see if there's a way out?
45 getting here, you see that, yes, this vent seems to travel outward as well.
Vent on the left.
Vent on the left.
I
Oh, that's what
say.
you're saying to Psyche.
Oh,
Like,
that's
I'm going towards the vent on the left.
The backup.
Okay.
Extract or abandon's probably the worst. Which I love so much because it's like, it's such a teenager thing because it's like, oh, but here's like, extract or abandon. No, I shouldn't abandon you. Should I? Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, right.
You guys should pretend to be villains.
But also, the CEO is here.
But
mean-
CEO.
As I'm like searching through the desk.
So, and
We do not have to say we're Vanguard. Like, what is the point of even having?
as
this
Velocity's right, yeah, we're pretty good to just like pretend.
I would say as Lincoln.
It's almost like that moment in the Grinch, and it's like, Doug had an awful
Good
idea.
idea.
A
A truly
truly
wicked-
awful, horrible idea.
I will say, referring back to last session, which is a little bit meta, but we spent a long time creating backup, so even if we were caught and something like this shit happened, we wouldn't immediately be like, oh, we're Vanguard and we're on to you, Mayor.
Yeah, so
we're
that's already the plan.
like,
is to
because
be
if we turn
villains.
Prism onto the fact that we're aware and
We're
coming
fucked.
after them, we're fucked.
We're fucked.
So I would say
But-
probably don't, use actual people's names.
So guess what? I think it's time to cause a little mayhem. And with that, in that corner, I'm kind of like using, my defend magic and all the illusions, dripping acidy ooze.
Ooh,
exactly like
clever.
the one that, I was thrust into. I kick the vent out from beneath my feet, and I land, and I just go. And I just
So,
screeching
For
around.
anyone else, Brute like crushes the vent, right? It's that kind of like smushing it, like
You're
something's there, and you just hear like this like full It Ring Girl, just like something is just like.
Like full, like the acid is oozing from my eyes, but I can see just fine. It's just.
Hector Winthrop screams in a high-pitched decibel. You see Mr. Red, holy shit, kill it, kill it, kill it. Like, he's getting his gun out now. As the goons that are in this room also are immediately pointing guns at you and sound like, holy shit.
I probably
Everyone's...
should have been like, before anything, I'm just like, I'm going in.
Never mind. Excellent
would've
turn,
seen
Cabaret.
Also, Bad Reputation came on, man.
That was good
I had
timing. That will actually make the goons' turn.
The
The
goons!
goons. These goons are immediately going to both fire at
Like the
you
goons.
because it's not like "Ah!" like just shooting. Holy shit!
Take it.
One misses on an 8. The other one hits synth 20. That was pretty good. Using his range. Only 3 points of damage though. As these are simple like handguns, right? Like they're private security. They're not packing huge like
From where it
semi-automatics.
hit me, I want the acid to start gushing more. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
just
you
full,
see-
what's the like the face starts to bloat, like when a body's been underwater a little too long.
Yes, just natural bloating. Yeah.
And more.
Boom, boom, boom. As these men, holy fuck! Boom, 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 boom. These villains are pretty psyched out. I mean, they're gonna try to still kill you, but they do not like it. That is Velocity, Carl on back. Should we check the last warehouse, or should we go for backup? You're hearing screamings in the columns.
think
Can
this
I
is
have
perfect
let them
time
know
for
I'm
us-
buying them
wait.
time?
Crap, I can't remember from last session. Do I still have one of the horses, or do you have the remaining 4?
Whack, you have the remaining
I
4
have
currently.
been
Are you on the ground floor at this point?
You're on
for
second.
2. You guys were just
Let's meet up with Thwack and head to the basement while they're distracted.
You see, go copy. He's gonna take his movement, which is insane. Here
If
we
you
go.
need to, leave me to go get the horse, and I'll
I
meet you
love that.
downstairs.
6, 9,
The
12,
brute's
15,
like,
18.
heroes, and I just start.
He's going to be able to go in, check the doors. Doors aren't locked. In.
Okay.
You want to know what's wild? Watch this. his movement, he has just used about half his movement. Getting up is going to finish going up the stairs. Thwack in half a second, thanks to no meta dampeners and no subtlety needed, is right next to you guys. Helps to have a speedster. So Carl, it's that 1 second you are like outside, suddenly boom, you are right next to Thwack, and he is just like, you want off?
I would probably just like surprise slap.
Ow! Fuck!
You hit me, I turn the other way. Horse, please.
Sorry.
What a wild interaction. Good lord. But excellently done.
You want to
Velocity,
check these desks before you go?
Velocity
Okay.
having used his whole turn to get here, just that
Yeah.
running, but is like, alright, let's start checking. Is ready for that? Back up top, that is Brute's turn. You see Mr. Red just like, alright, that's what we're paying you for. Brute is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, that's his movement. Full movement, he's not very fast,
No, no.
but he is now here.
Oh,
He is
no.
going to take 4 attacks against you.
No.
That is a Sin 13, which will miss.
Uh-huh.
A Synthetic 28, which will hit.
No.
A Synthetic 30, which will hit. And a Synthetic 22, which will hit. 3 hits. He deals 10, 12.
Like very like if it's like mid choke, it's like extract.
Cabaret, you take 22 points of damage. Are down at 3 hit points. Boom, hero. Boom, boom, boom. Giant arm just like jackhammering out on your face. Cabaret, it's that full boom, 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 boom. Oh, like you are feeling such whiplash from these punches.
Sorry, how much? 23.
22.
22, so you're at 3 hit points.
Oh no, I'm at 13 actually. My
You're at-
total's
how-
38.
Oh, right. We never
I'm
figured
still
out
okay.
your total's
You're still
32 or 33. Sorry,
I
right.
thought it was 38. I've had it at
38.
38 for a while.
Oops, that's my bad.
Sorry.
So you're at 13.
Still not great.
Still not great at all. Like, let's be
I'm
honest.
still in the space between each letter. P-A-I-N.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
Brute takes that turn and just die, hero.
First.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Carl,
something to keep up the show.
on the floor below.
Yes. I am going to just search, because this is the like research level, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've basically told you guys that I've
Almost,
checked everything
But
except
less
this
like
last row.
I am staying close enough to Velocity that he doesn't have to use extra movement to pick me up next round.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna frantically just start like pulling all the shelves out. I'm not trying to be subtle anymore. They know we're here. I'm like fully yanking things out, just
Gotcha.
like ransacking the place.
Go ahead and make that investigation.
for-
That'll actually probably be a little bit easier check because when subtlety is full gone, it's easier just like, all right, let's ransack.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah!
Take a bottle of inspiration, my guy.
Yay!
With the nat 20.
What?
Why? No!
he just emerges.
Special powers. Carl, immediately ripping through one of these last desks, you are ripping through and see a little case file on this computer screen labeled serum.
Literally the
Double-clicking.
last one I would have checked.
Literally.
I got
Of
you.
course.
Why would they label it serum? Like, you couldn't label it anything else. Immediately pulling up, though, you're not in any way like a chemist, but it's easy enough to go, hey, this looks like a lot of stuff that everyone else was, like, researching earlier. This has got to be it. If this isn't it, that would be wild.
Cool. And then, how far away from... Oh, wait. I wouldn't be able to see Dove. If I were to run over to the stairwell, would I be able to see Dove?
If you were to run,
But I probably don't have enough speed.
your speed would probably get you to doorway. Because, yeah, getting to the stairwell, maybe looking upwards you could see. But keep in mind, stairwell's on this side. This
Okay,
is
yeah,
an
there's
open
no way I could
atrium,
make it
so,
then.
like, you could come up and look up still, but it's that tough, like, oh, what's up there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, well... and I hop back on Velocity's back. Yep.
Yeah!
Are there multiple vials of the serum, or is it like a paper that has the formula?
This is a analog paper where it's like serum. Oh, look at in this like cubby. So it is a
Okay.
binder.
I'm
of stuff,
immediately with the 5 seconds I have. I'm
this,
taking.
right.
I'm like flipping pages and taking pictures before Velocity takes off. I
The
couldn't
second
get
he
the
starts
full
running, it's gonna go out. So it's that like cha-ching, cha-ching, and
yeah,
duck and
just
brace.
sweeping through just real quick what I can get,
Excellent.
and that's all for me because my bonus actions I have to be able to see.
That is back up top. Mr. Winthrop just like, holy shit! You see again, his tiny little handgun is gonna roll the hit, misses on it, boom, boom, boom. He's not used weapons. He doesn't have proficiency in firearms.
He
Shoots
doesn't.
immediately though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Books it out of this office. You see,
Don't
as he
blame him.
runs, it's that, do what I'm fucking paying you for, and just like books it out. As Mr. Red just like, with pleasure, we're gonna charge double for tonight. As Winthrop is taking that, he already took his action to try to shoot, terribly missed. Psyche, that is you. You
Okay.
watch Winthrop is running around the
Do I
corner.
get?
Please tell me that Psyche got to see
is
all
he
this
out
with
of
that
the room
window.
yet?
Yes, so he is out there. He's like just about to come around the corner.
Oh, okay. So I can't just take an opportunity.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you were closer to the corner, when he
Yeah.
runs, maybe, but it's that like right now you're more in the plane.
Okay.
Hey, did Psyche see all this because of that window right there?
Yes. Oh yeah, you can see all of this. Important to know.
Okay. Oh, what to do? Because I had a plan, but then Mr. Winthrop started running,
Mm-hmm.
so now my plan isn't going to work. Well, it might.
You can still kind of see him. It's not like,
yeah.
oh, he's coming around the corner.
Okay. I'm gonna have the goon next to him to make an intelligence save then.
Oh gosh, you want to make a goon make an intelligence save? I'll tell you right now, he's got a -1. That's a 10.
So yeah,
Synthetically.
he's now cast enemies abound on him, so he has to shoot. Effectively, Mr. Winthrop, because he's the only person in range. Him.
Enemies abound. That is the best spell.
I mean, the goon just heard screaming. and
Suddenly, something runs out. I'm just making sure, yes. He is frightened. He cannot distinguish friend from foe. Great.
So he can take an opportunity attack on Mr. Winthrop?
He, in fact, will. When Winthrop keeps moving, he is going to shoot because he does not realize this is his paid employer. As just, like it's in the dark, suddenly something moves and he's going to shoot.
Oh, it is all in the dark, isn't it?
And then
Yeah, like there's no big heavy lights on in this building right now.
I really want to burst through the window, but I don't know how that's gonna surprise me. I mean, I'm strong, but not as strong as like.
Just Psyche just splats on the window. Well, she's invisible and it doesn't really.
Oh,
Another
it dropped because of the.
the
spell, yeah.
That's correct.
Is there another door? Or is it the only door?
Oh yeah, there's a door around the other
Two
side.
sides.
Okay.
Yeah, doors on either side.
Okay. Then I will save my reaction for shield, and I'm gonna move in front of this guy, effectively just like yeeting past him.
Basically, because right now your hide's pretty well. If you want to try just a quick stealth check, you might be able to get in the room.
I'll try stealth my way to the room.
Because
Were
the
you
whole.
trying to go past these two or the other?
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Whatever
These-
my movement allows.
Your movement, you could use your movement and totally get into the room if you go this side. That's why it's just the
Yeah,
stealth.
Are there
Because
any like lanterns? Because then you could do a little flipper.
oh, right now it's just like
Um,
analog
Oh, it's
electric
like
lights
full back
inside.
rooms, nothing on the walls.
Yeah.
Gross.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just trying to think.
Is there an overhead window over the door?
Overhead window.
What are they called? Tuntrums?
We went too far.
You
This
see
one.
it?
I will
What a
always.
building
I
is-
will. I
heard
will
from
personally
the mouth
always
of a
tell
viewer
you.
that they enjoyed it.
I heard specifically someone in our chat. In fact, yeah, welcome to the chat. Some of our first-time viewers.
Yay!
First,
Guys,
I don't appreciate
if you're a
that
first
my
time viewer
DM
subscribing,
doesn't-
we'll get a random encounter after 10 subscriptions.
Why would you tell
Oh,
them
I thought
only
it was
5.
five.
It's only
It's
5.
It's
five
five.
more. Tell your friends. Tell your wife.
Tell your friends if
If
we
you
all
don't
done
have
the
a
chat.
life,
I
I'm
only
sorry.
got a 10 on that stealth
No.
check, but I have my reaction. I have shield.
You do have shield. You run through as you go in. Both Winthrop and the goon here see you enter in. Windthrow scream, God! Like, it starts shooting at the ground. He's gonna take just that opportunity attack of just like, as you pass, just that, like.
At the ground.
Do you
Is she
run into
skittering
the
by?
Well, it's not like remaining low to the ground, because you could,
I was like doing a
oh,
roll, got
barrel roll, like, oh crap,
Oh,
I'm
I
in the
thought it
door.
would be funny if you just like opened the door.
yeah, I just opened the door.
He misses though. Again, he is not proficient in firearms. This dude.
Unlike me.
Hey.
The goon with enemies abound is seeing enemies everywhere.
Also, I'll object interact, pull my gun out. My
Excellent.
big boy gun.
I think the goon missed you too. The goon only got a
Some
14.
lamb, my guy.
He. Boom, 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 boom. They're just shooting at the ground, but you are successfully in the room. And fun fact, that was 10, 20, 25. Yeah, movement gets you all the way in this room. Like, right, like, yeah, there's a goon here, but it's like you are well and in. Thwack, that is your turn on the floor below.
Well, he found the thing. So, I guess I am just moving to where I can... Yeah, you're riddled with bullets right now.
You are...
Gosh, stab,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and... Wait. There's probably not a way through the vents to get there faster, is there?
To get upstairs, it actually might be a little bit faster. Because, like, you're not entirely sure how these work. I mean, these are just, like, those dark colors of, like, oh, these are where the vents are. So you could hop up and know, like, it probably would be faster than getting all the way out up to these stairs and around and up.
Yeah.
So if you want to try a vent way, it's totally possible.
I will try it. Just
Excellent.
straight up through the vent.
Excellent. Going up and in, I will say, take a bit of movement, and then 10, 25. Once you reach here, it's easy enough. This vent in the far corner does seem to be leading upwards. You're not sure what leads downwards, but this will lead you upstairs, so pretty faster. That was just movement. Do you want to use action to dash, like, extra movement, or would you rather just, like, hold actions in the vent?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash action.
Gotcha.
Keep going.
That's going to get you up one more level. 20,
Hi.
25, 30. Getting up and in, like, looking down this vent seems to be broken, but there's, like, openings along this way, too, that you could, like, on your next turn, you are more faster getting up here.
Sweet. Yeah, I still have my hammer. I want to reach into my pocket again and see if I can once again try and pull out a thing.
Go for it.
That's a nat 1.
Hey, we have the bit of inspiration,
Pulls
right?
out a bomb.
Well, Carl's still on the second floor. Pretty far away now. You go into your bag, pull out a tiny little hand mirror with, like, that little "you got this" sticky note on it, but it's all in black and white, and so it's like, great. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted. I wanted a weapon. Excellently done, Thwack. That makes Mr. Red. As this happens, Psyche, you have just kind of, like, tuck and rolled into the room, shots firing. You see you turn just like, oh, looks like we got a little freaking wrench going on today. And is going to take some attacks on you. He's got a bit of range, thankfully. So, yeah, Synth 18.
Thankfully.
Only a... Synth 16 hits exactly. So he'll hit with both of his ranged attacks on you. This only is 8 points of damage, though, as these are just simple hand pistols.
I did use my shield, yeah.
Oh, you did use shield.
Oh, did I?
And that stays
Oh,
up
or
your
did they
whole
just
turn.
miss?
They missed last time, so if
okay,
you want to
then,
use
yeah,
shield,
reaction shield.
he misses. Yeah, yeah.
Because that makes my AC.
That makes your AC something where he cannot hit you.
Oh,
Uh,
great.
Yeah, I think it adds.
It adds 5, so 21. He misses both times. You go in and boom, shield up, boom, boom, as you're just like, all right, boys, we got ourselves some super-powered individuals up in here. Let's go ahead and get in the big tasers.
Big tasers.
Big
The big tasers.
Oh no.
You're not sure what that means yet. Mr.
I
Red
know
is
that this
actually
is the
going to
CEO
take
of
some
the
movement and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Full on flips table, giving himself 3/4 cover as it's like, alright, as he's just gonna like prop himself up to take shots at you from over the table. Cabaret. Brute is hovering over you, slobber coming down. That's your turn.
Just like a quiet rage. Question: do I know that this Mr. Red is in fact the CEO of?
No, that was Mr.
No, that's the one.
Winthrop's the
By the
CEO of
bad
Azure. He's the one that just left.
corner.
Mr. Red is kind of a new player. It's as of right now, it sounds like he's more of a like
Hired gun.
hired gun
Yes.
corporation boss.
So he's not.
He's very red. He is unnaturally red faced. Like I mean, everything about him seems to like.
So the dude that
He
right
got
away,
dipped
that's
in
my
candy
target.
red 40 or something.
Yeah, the one on the bottom right.
Bottom right's the CEO target.
Good.
Yikes.
And with that, let me know this isn't that DM. You know, to flavor it deliciously, but it's still the mechanics of the spell. I'm gonna look up at this brute and I'm just gonna wait. And with that, I am going to be casting Nanathar's Mischief.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Ha! Yes! Yes! He's number 2. Which is, here's how I want to flavor it. Flavor it, number 2, technically is bouquets of flowers appear all around. Each creature in a cube must succeed on a dex save or be blinded. I want this actually...
so you got it. So you're casting it, and so yeah, you're rolling it because, okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going to happen. Well, now I do, but... and I'm just going to stare into its eyes. And you know, kind of like how, like, with a chemical burn, you can kind of start feeling the particles. It's gonna like start gathering around his eyelids, and it's gonna cover over his eyes and slowly his mouth. He's gonna have to make a save or be blinded.
Okay. I'll make a save. Dex save?
Big old thing. Dex.
What's your saving throw?
My save DC is 15.
15. Synthetic 17 saves.
Boo.
Yeah. I'll kill you.
Wrong voice. Sorry, friends.
I'm already gone.
And I am going to then run away. I mean,
I'm already gone.
Start to. That would actually be really good. Oh, it didn't work.
Actually,
That's
what
why I
I
need
want
better
to do to have kind of a cool exit because of the eyes, it's just a bunch of smoke around us because it's the whole or be blinded.
It's bouquets of flowers and smoke appear, right? It's very. Yeah. No.
Magician.
Is this your child?
Can I make eye contact with Psyche?
Easy enough. Yeah, you're both in the same room now, so.
I'm looking up.
You have a comm.
I am. And with that, you know, I do that spell, and I am jumping back up into the vents to then
Excellent.
scuttle my way out.
Here's what I'll say. Brute will get enough of an opportunity
Are you
attack
gonna be
because he
good?
succeeded the dex save. So try to hit you on the way out.
Fucking try, bitch.
Oh man, that was only 15 misses. Boom! You go up and
As I like backflip back in.
That's gonna take some of your movement.
No, wait, that's a
about
signature
standing
move.
jump.
Crap.
So
Ignore it.
heading back down, that's gonna take you.
Of cabaret, just like, you know.
35, 40,
Oh, it is
45.
your signature move in your
50. As you jump in, there we go. Didn't mean to do that. Cabaret, boom, in, start sculling around. Psyche, as this thing is tracking the sounds through the vents, just following.
Do I know that?
You don't know this yet.
Cool. This is gonna be great.
As this happens, the goons shall take their
Right.
turn.
The goons, you say.
The goons, I say.
Makes a little vent burrito.
This goon is shooting Mr. Winthrop.
That's the ensign.
Yay!
Oh my gosh!
Nat 20?
He hits on a natural 20.
Yes!
Remember to roll double dice.
I'm gonna roll it. Here we go. Woo! That's already quite a bit.
You're fired.
You're fired. Well,
Um,
Winthrop
Good.
was fired.
Chunks of his brain just
you guys watch as
Surprise.
Mr. Winthrop falls backwards.
Is he dead?
He is downed.
Wait,
Immediately,
really?
He's the CEO,
I just
right?
crit on a human being.
He's just
Mr.
a
Winthrop
normal
does not have
people's
powers,
person.
does not have anything, and even with simple pistols, he got all those 10 hit points that Winthrop has.
You know what?
Mr. Red immediately just, you fucking idiot! Oh gosh, alright. We need medvac now! Like, immediately, everything looks bad. That goon is going to, the two in here are going to take shots at you, Psyche. As you're like ducking in and out, rolling, shield is still up until the end of your turn, fun fact.
Oh, nice.
Misses on a synth 20. Where'd it go? There we go.
It is underneath the chair on this side.
There we go.
Oh no, that's a cheese puff.
That's a cheese puff.
What?
And misses on a synth 17.
Misses on a cheese puff.
That is
Shield
a,
well and truly.
fail
Psyche,
on your-
you are impossible to hit
My
right now.
perception.
Your
Yeah.
That
perception.
is the best spell.
This goon is going to take his turn 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is coming up just Psyche and Gabriel. You kind of hear this as this other goon runs around the court, having to take dash out, just like, Jakey, what are you doing, my guy? No, you're shooting the club. Ah! As he suddenly turns, eyes are glazed in that purple swirling smoke, like trying to shoot everywhere. As this dude is now trying to quell his friend. Good lord, this is already chaos.
Quell.
Quell.
That dude's gonna get fired.
Other goons are doing stuff in.
What have you got there?
No! That is Velocity's turn. With Velocity, just where we going, buddy? Helping friends? All right, hey Captain, what do you want us to do? We got the drop as Velocity.
I am being shot at currently, but
Oh, gotcha! Coming in for support.
also Cabaret looks really hurt. So
Immediately,
Can he
He's
drop me
scurrying.
off and then go to the servers?
he would have. It would take him 2 actions because he could take you.
Can he drop me off
I-
at the top, at the base of the stairs, and then he can
yeah,
use
I
my
would say
damage?
we need velocity to go to the servers.
Because we're only gonna get a chance at these servers to
So yes, so what he'll do is he'll drop you off so you're close, and then he can go to the
Yes.
servers. Yes. Took me a second.
I gave him 2.
Yes. Immediately up, all the way by the door. Velocity is just kind of dropping you off right here, Carl. As he just, you got this, buddy. As he is then
Which one am I? Top.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
right by me.
this guy. As suddenly, boom, setting you here, just you got this. He is going to then take a full dash action to
hearing that,
keep his speed up
looking
to
at the
drop you
compact.
off, having to stop, boom, and is gone. So he will go head for the surface as he can. Carl, you are now here.
Interesting that the compact said the exact same thing that he did. You got this, buddy. Looking at the compact, you got this, buddy.
Huh. It's almost like there's fate, or I just messed up. No, I'm kidding. Oh.
Hey yo.
Oh, here. Ella, if you want to crack
Yo.
the window behind you.
Yo.
Hey
Uh,
yo.
And it's all for him.
That was
Now watch.
You just watch Lincoln just starts inhaling 2 pizzas on his own.
I just put one on
Would
top
be
of the other
sick.
and eat it as a
That-
sandwich.
You're a sick man.
I got
Put
garlic
ranch
butter
and
sauce
extra
because it
sauce
saved
in
me
the
$3.
Oh, really? Wow.
He was like, add an extra $1 to your order and get $3 off, and I was like, I don't know how to do that.
Excellent. Brute is going to take
Oh,
his turn. As
the boot.
oh, you're gonna hate this so much, Gabriel. Brute jumps up. You hear
What?
as compressing his body into a long cylindrical boom,
He's a
boom,
warrior.
boom, is crawled up in behind you. You like it's that? What's that
I
noise?
break
As
character for saying-
Brute is filling up the entire like and it's that noise. I feel everything clench. Brute can in fact do this. It's very gross of him. Like it is not natural looking. It
I'm
looks
gonna
like
need a
part of
masseuse
his
after
muscle,
this
like
'cause everything is
the
tense.
muscles in his shoulders like shrunk to put then into like his legs to then go
Oh.
like crunching his body to make it a little more cylindrical.
Compact.
make him a little compacty boy.
Me looking at the compact. Here,
So
your compact.
he's going to take. Unfortunately, though, it as all of these attacks are at disadvantage right now. It's not great for him to be in
Because
this
he's a
size.
tube.
He's a tube in a metal tube. Tube brute.
He's like, you know those worms on a string? He's like,
Very much so. So all these attacks are coming at you at disadvantage. Oh my gosh. One was already a nat 20, saving you though with a sin 15.
Yeah.
One, nat 1, that one's auto missing.
yeah,
Sin 14, and for the last
was
one,
it him?
19 plus synthetic 16 barely. You boom, 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 boom. The metal is expanding and breaking every which side as this thing is slurping its way to you. In the vents.
You also see a dead guy on the ground, by the way.
There's a full dead man there. Yes. As Carl, it is your turn. As you pop up, it's that, okay, I'm here. I can see, like, the doors are swinging it back and open. Psyche's in there. Winthrop has just, like, fallen on the ground. And these goons, like, one of them's like, Jakey, look at me, buddy. Look at me. This isn't you. Ah! Boom, boom, boom. Shooting everywhere.
Hey, actually, question, because, like, comms and talking isn't go for anything, because, you know, we've lost the art of subtlety. Can I go over the comms? Be like, yeah, but you can from Winthrop! In the voice.
That's a good idea, actually. Can I want to go over to him and cast.
But be careful because that guy's. Ba, ba, ba.
This guy might hit you, because enemies abound
He's a
makes
small-
it, it's
hey,
all random.
Carl's
I'm not
a
worried
little
about it.
dude. He's just a little man.
So here's what I'm gonna do, because they called for medics over their team. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't really know that. Well, they're shouting. Would I have been able to hear
Oh,
that?
yes. Everyone shout, get the dudes, we got super. Oh my gosh, our
like
boss is
I'm-
down.
I'm
You
gonna
hear
run
one, like,
up to Winthrop and cast Spare the Dying on him, and
Oh,
as I'm
perfect.
doing that, I'm just shoving my hands in all of his little pockets.
Make me
Yeah.
a sleight of hand check.
I'm
Little hands and little pockets.
Yeah, literally, where it's like, his wounds are very obviously being, like, meta-healed, but I'm also trying to rob him blind. But that's a nat
Can you
13
have the
with...
phone and take it?
Honor it.
Sorry,
honor
did you say
it to
investigation or perception?
This is, sleight of hand. It's like
Oh,
how much
sleight
can I
of
pull
hand.
out
It's a
of the
15.
pocket. 15. Yeah, fun fact, you don't have to investigate on a body. It's just that, like, grab.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
So that's a 15, and my action... I'm sparing the dying, so it's
Mhm.
like... I'm selling it, basically.
Yes. You immediately stabilize the wounds, and here's what you grab.
Angel reporting for
Like,
duty.
very, now
Oh,
you
like,
see me, now you don't, you're like flipping wallets into your own
It is-
pockets.
Yeah,
and-
literally.
the 3 things you get. You get a smartphone. Looks like an iPhone. You get a wallet that seems very well padded. Like, easy enough, just grab it. It's like, holy crap, this thing is flush with cash.
There you go.
There you go.
And the last thing you grab is what looks to be a button. Not like a stick button, like something for like a trigger, but like a
Like a
key
code
card, like a garage door type button. Something that like is a little ovaline in shape, but definitely a clicker. And I won't say like you click it, it's just that like, oh, this is a button.
Okay.
It's for his fancy smart card that he has because he's rich as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Also,
And then as a bonus action, I am going to cast on myself Spiritual Weapon.
Yes, because bonus action, because you did a cantrip. Yeah.
So I'm casting Spiritual Weapon on myself just at a first level. Let me make sure I can actually make an attack with that as it appears. When I cast it, I can make a spell. Yeah, and so I'm going to attack one of the guards that are right next to me. Because they're within 5 feet, right? They're like right on top. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 24 to hit,
Yeah.
and that's 11 damage on one of them.
Would you want to go for the one that's wild looking right now, or the
No.
one that? Okay. The dude that is
Maybe
trying to
we
close
should
right.
forget
Jakey, listen to me. You got. What's your spiritual weapon look like in this moment?
I think in this moment, it's just like a big ethereal halo. So it's like a hula hoop just flopping in the air.
Boom! Boom! Jakey, you got caught! It's like suddenly immediate gash to the head. This dude is
Sorry,
immediately
side effect
down.
of healing our boss.
Boom! This dude who's just wild,
yes!
still spraying bullets. Well done, Carl. Back at the top of the order now. Winthrop is stabilized before even having to make a death save. Psyche, that's you. Immediately outside the door, you know Carl's there. Thwack, just that calm. Okay, everyone's in the vents.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on Mr. Red.
Ooh.
And that's
You were
just
gonna say Winthrop, and I
instantaneous.
was like,
So-
what the?
Do it again!
It's,
Do it again.
Oh wait, never mind. It's an intelligence save.
Yeah, I was like, that would be wild.
I
Just
thought
like,
it-
no,
it
this
said
happens to
duration is
you.
instantaneous. I thought,
You're totally fine. He'll make his check.
but he still takes damage with the save.
Yeah, jeez. Oh my gosh. On a natural 4, he fails. He will take full damage from this. So that's going to be a full 2d6. That's really good.
Oh yeah, 2d6. Okay, that's only 5, but
That is a bummer.
5 points of damage. It's still great though, because it's psychic damage. Immediately, you watch. Grr! Ooh, okay.
and he has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw he makes.
He does.
Before the end
Oh,
of my next
that
turn.
sucks. Oh my gosh. Excellently done, Psyche. Thwack, that is you
Oh, wait,
then.
I
my
wanna
friend.
move a
Oh,
little
oh
bit.
yeah, you stop
Yeah.
moving.
Because I have. Oh.
Good 30 feet of movement, yeah.
I'm gonna. I don't want to take an opportunity attack from that guy though.
Mm-hmm.
I'll still reaction shields and then.
Gotcha.
Let's see. I'm gonna just object interact. Pull out my daggers. I have 2 daggers, so I'll just
Phew, phew.
two-handed fighting, one in each hand. I can't make an attack because I already did that.
But switching from like, okay, instead of gun, okay, we're now melee.
Yeah.
Smart.
And I'll just move between these two, so they can't take an opportunity attack. But
So, like,
yeah,
between.
Spreading the gap.
spreading
yeah.
the gap. So then both
Gotcha.
of them can attack me. Yay!
You know. I love that.
Is that 2 goons and Mr. Winthrop? By
Yeah,
Sorry, I just.
Goon's down. This goon's up. Winthrop is now stable. That's why he's not silenced.
But he's not conscious.
Yes, he's still unconscious, yeah. Excellent. Psyche helping get that in. Thwack, yes, in the vents coming up.
This is a good thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm so sorry. What do you want to do?
You could be a waiter.
Okay. Where's the nearest, like, pop down go?
Nearest one, if you go 5, 10, 15, boom, dropping down. So you still have about 10 feet of movement from right here.
I want to action dash into the room.
Okay, so going 5, 10, 15, 20. No opportunity attacks unless Carl's going to make one. Yeah,
Commit to the bit,
you would
man.
end like perfectly inside the room, just not like boom, and you're here.
Okay, and that was movement.
Movement. Oh, dash could get you about here, if that makes sense.
You could flank that goon. Sorry.
Carl
Yeah,
looking through the
I'm
like
gonna-
swinging door. Hey, flank him.
Yeah, come on, that'd be cool. Anybody else want to stick before I take the last one?
I'm gonna then. What are the doors? Are they just like solid doors, or
These are
they,
swinging doors. Like they might be able to lock. They haven't yet. Right now, they are like kind of that like.
Is there
push
like
door
windows?
Oh yeah, simple enough circular windows. Yeah.
They're not
Well,
tantrum.
No, they're not.
And so I was. Okay, where's the glass? Because I want to know if I'm able to like.
All
Just
this
on
is
the front.
glass.
Dang.
Yeah.
I was gonna see if I was able to like misty step further, so that I wouldn't have to use the full action to dash.
Gotcha. I would say I will allow Misty Step because the door has been kind of an open, like Psyche and Carl, like everyone who's here has been like going in and out. I'll allow that, like the door in the swinging you could have seen it.
Okay, then would I have been able to get up to the further goon?
If you
With
Misty Step
Misty
in,
stepped.
because that would have put you there. Yes.
Okay.
Because
and
then dropping, Misty stepping in, using your natural movement. Yeah.
With my attack, I want to just like as soon as I come out of it, like
Right from the
just
knees.
like teleporting, slamming him.
Boom! Go for it. What was that?
That was a nat 19.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so that was so that's 10 damage.
10 damage. This dude looks on death's door. Boom! Hitting him already. Just out like, oh, what the? My kneecaps! Yeah! Is like pulling out his gun, trying to figure out where you just came from.
Okay. Dang it. I was really hoping to take him out with that just one.
Oh, God.
Oh! I can attack twice with an attack action. Duh.
Yeah, you're a fighter, my guy. Go for it. Hit my guy. You can fight him the second time.
17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's another 10.
Yeah. Boom! You come in, both kneecaps. Poof, poof, ah! This dude immediately falls and is down. Well done.
I'm just gonna like look at the boss. You need a medic!
You see, just
As I like reach into my pocket and just like try and pull out another thing.
go for it.
I'm trying to pull out a giant rubber chicken to have as a battle axe.
Gotcha.
And that's just like flat rolls.
Kind of flat rolls right now.
Yeah, 15.
50. A true rubber chicken, but not big enough to use battle axe.
I just object interaction, I throw it at the boss.
Mr. Huh! Oh, you sneaky little devil bitch. As he is going to take some attacks on you, having entered. Actually, no, he's kind of already done that big one. Yeah. That is going to be a 9 misses. Good lord, 12 misses. As he boom, 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 shooting at both of you, full missing. He gets in, just like, get the fuck out of here! Just screaming at his goons, who will hopefully be running. Cabaret, that's you in the vents.
I'm trying to get over to you, but I didn't have enough movement.
Hey, okay. Okay.
The exit to those vents is like 2 squares ahead.
How much would a 30-foot cone be for me right now? Just asking a hypothetical.
30-foot cone.
What did I
Remember that they're in the air.
The whack.
And in a vent.
In a vent, all the wrecks there.
Excellent.
That's a fancy little pool.
It is, I like it. It's kind of helpful.
So, you know, Dove's getting a little bit, how you say, pieced.
You need your piece.
A little bit, tense. And, he's just like... And I'm gonna cast at 3rd level, my highest
Said
level,
fine,
Psionic
have it your way.
Blast.
Because I barely heard that.
Sorry.
You cast Psionic Blast.
So they gotta make a dex save. On a failed save, they're pushed 20 feet directly away from me. Knocked prone. On a success, they take half as much, but they aren't pushed or knocked.
Be blasted back into the room.
Ass blasted back into
On
the room.
3rd level,
Uh-huh.
counter spells
Brute has counter spells?
from Brute.
The
You are,
I'm running. I'm going to use all of my movement and my special ability that happening. So you go.
Oh, so you're going 100 feet this round.
Just drop
Alright.
out of the vent. and
1, 2. Do you want?
That's
Yeah. Do
actually,
you want to
that
drop
was
and sprint?
That was my goal.
Okay.
back in
Yeah.
the room.
5, 10.
Jump.
Boom.
Into the room.
15, 20.
But I'm gonna make it look cool. I'm not phased. I'm good.
Like immediately, boom, back in the room. You still have 70 feet of movement.
I'm gonna like crack my nail as I look towards our lovely, lovely Mr. Red.
Okay.
Because this sounds. You know when you psych someone out?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the sense of like, oh, I'm recording you right now, but you're just holding your phone up.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know much about the CEO.
Mm.
But I'm hoping,
Deuce.
because of the way is his red like mine
You don't know?
in the sense of my hair?
You know?
I'll just go.
You.
How many fucking people in here?
I was here earlier. I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't seem well, because in his perspective, something came out of vents and you ran in. He's probably not thinking like, oh, you were in the vents, right? It's not like, gosh, what? You run in. I'll actually be really nice. Are you sure you want? This was just you could have just used your normal movement to get in here, unless you want to use your stuff to.
I'll use my normal movement because I still want my num.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You didn't really even need that. Like it
I'm
takes a lot, but
gathering
because
everyone.
you're naturally a lot faster, it is enough to get back
Do
in.
you know on the comms if we have everything yet?
Oh yeah, we got the thing.
Velocity on my way to servers right now.
Okay.
Cabaret. Well then, goons. This goon has a choice. It can shoot a bunch of bodies, or it can shoot someone that's up. So he's gonna shoot you.
My day.
Good lord. On a natural 1, my guy is having the worst day of his life.
Can we say that I do bullet time?
It's boom.
But they're all actually just hitting like I think I'm missing all of the bullets, but
It's
they're
hitting
hitting
you.
my like gray marks and just not doing any damage.
You see, tears are streaming down his eyes. Like this poor dude is having the worst mental day. The goon inside next to you, Saiki, is actually going to not use his gun. Is going to pull out his taser just because you're like melee. It's not like he has disadvantage trying to shoot you from here. It doesn't make sense. So he is going to pull out his taser. That's actually less damage, but
And I still have shield up.
oh my gosh, yeah. Well, because reaction, so it actually casts now, so that's important to note, because before that, nothing was able to hit it. Because if nothing ever hits it needing shield, you get to keep the spell slot. So right now, shield activates, misses you completely. As he brings in taser, and psychic energy just blasts it out of his hand as he tries to tase you. That's 2 goons running in. Carl, out of the darkness, 2 goons have just run up next to you. You see they are both holding a giant, it looks like a battering ram, but the end of it is arcing with blue light. Like
Quick,
a big
they're in
taser.
there. Remember, I just barely healed Mr. Winthrop.
They didn't see that. They just got up the stairs here. So you can try that. It's like, this might persuade them. Because it was their full movement getting here. So go ahead and make me a deception check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna hold on to my inspiration, so that's a 5.
Yeah, I was. Ah! Next turn, they're gonna swing this battering ram taser at you. The other side,
I just get smacked.
These guys
and
get-
thrown.
very Muppet-esque toss. Goons have run in. These guys, velocity. Yeah, he'll do it. Makes the servers. He's got 2. Uses them. He is going to spend 3 of his 5 surge points, cast haste on himself, and use his movement then with that extra action dash to almost completely get back here. Which is pretty good. So here we go. Velocity is actually appearing about right here, coming in from there. So behind these goons here. But we're good to go. Throws that in there. Brute is going to figure out where Cabaret went. Oh.
Who dat? Oh, that's it.
As ripping out from the vents, boom! Having to take, though, unfortunately, 2 of his attacks to get out of the vent.
Excellent.
So he only has 2. Just hero! Boom! Since 17. It was almost a 20 and rolled off.
So,
Missing you with that 2. Still a Sin 13. Boom, boom! Cabaret, you are like scuttering in and around as he is cracking the floor. You see Mr. Red just like, would you kill one of these stupid ass kids so we can at least get out of here? And is just like reloading his gun, laying more suppressive fire. Brute is now in the room. Carl, that is you.
I'm going to step just into the room.
So not have opportunity attack range.
No, I want to go a little bit further than that.
Oh, you want... Because he could take an opportunity attack on you if you... Okay. How do you know? What kind of little shittery
And
deal
then
have you made?
I'm gonna look at Mr. Red.
That's a nat 1 again. That's not even fair. How did you do that?
I'm gonna look at Mr. Red
Like,
and say,
he's a witch.
Mr. Winthrop is very disappointed in your performance tonight, and cast blindness on him. And remember, Psyche still has that minus.
D4.
oh, I hate that.
Yo.
Okay. Blindness. He's gonna make his con save. I'm also checking something real
Oh,
quick.
actually, sorry. I just realized I can upcast it on both him and Brute.
Oh my gosh.
Only Mr. Red has the minus 4 though, or minus 1d4.
If you're doing so, you're upcasting this?
Oh no! He has an anti-magic, like...
Would he know about that though? Would he know I'm upcasting it?
Brute. Because it's enough that because it's triggering him, technically he
I think
would.
it's like a sensory thing.
If you were just doing it on Mr. Red, he would have no clue.
Fine.
By doing it on him, he would know and could do something.
Fine.
Uh,
I'll just blind Mr. Red.
Alright. Mr. Red's gonna make his con save.
Minus D4.
That was a perfect 4.
Yo.
Mr. Red.
Unless he rolled a 19 or 20, he fails.
What's your safety, DC?
18.
I know. Oh my
I guess he could have rolled
gosh.
an 18 too.
He in fact got a synthetic 12 with all the pluses and minuses.
He goes blind, and I think it does take the place of my Spirit Guardians. Let me double check if it's... I don't think it's concentration. I think it's just duration. Yeah, so I still have my Spirit Guardians. So then I slam them into him after he goes blind. It doesn't give them advantage or anything. But
So because just actually, this is also it's a fun little tool here. I'm thinking your Spirit Guardians are perfectly
Or excuse me, Spiritual Weapon, not Spirit Guardian.
Yeah, because I'm like Spirit Weapon. That's a 30-foot radius, correct?
Spirit Weapon, I can move it up to 20 feet and have it attack something within 5 feet of the weapon.
Exactly. Yeah. So the 20. That's why I was making sure that 20 foot with 5. So 25 technically.
Yeah. So I'd slam it.
Easily go for it.
Okay, let me just roll.
Jeez
damage
Louise.
for that bad boy. Dang it. That's a 12.
12 does not hit.
Even with him blind. Okay, the hula hoop just
Actually, hold on. No, I think you have advantage when he's blind. I will quickly check.
Do you get advantage on blind targets?
So blinded, what it is attack rolls against this creature will have advantage.
Oh, let me roll again.
Since it's not flavored as either melee or range. Hey, I nat 1'd you twice with opportunity attacks. You're doing wild.
I know, but I got a 3 and a 5. So the hula hoop is just like literally around him, like it's circled.
He's-
He
around
is
him.
ducked down, like just kind of like immediately like. Gah!
He just knows.
And then I use the rest of my movement to run. There's a door between those two ferns, right?
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
no. This is window.
Glass.
Oh, okay. I'm running into the window. I probably can't break it because that would probably be an action.
Yeah.
Full body. I'm
Move.
trying to just.
Kaboom! This plexiglass, boom. Yeah. It takes a full action to try something to break it.
Hey mascot, let's go.
Doing.
Whatever we were calling you, Jersey Devil.
The Jersey Devil. Carl, excellent turn. Winthrop is still down. Good lord. My gosh.
Okay.
Psyche, what would you like to do? Sorry.
That was necessary. That was a necessary sound break.
It felt good.
I don't think you can double disadvantage because he's blind.
No, yeah.
I
Deafening him would still suck, but yeah.
deafening you
Take
say.
away his senses.
Very disappointed.
I have a spell that can do that. I'm going to use how many of my friends are in this room? 1, 2, 3.
Everyone but Velocity, who
Okay.
is gonna be here next turn. Like,
Let's see, because I want to cast Careful Spell. I just want to make sure I'm doing that right.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, up to 5 creatures. So I just need to use 1 sorcery point.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast Careful Spell, and then I'm going to cast Warding Wind.
Oh my gosh, that is
which
good.
It's not a save or anything. It's just concentration. Up to 10 minutes. Strong wind, 20 miles an hour, blows around me in a 10-foot radius and moves with me, remaining centered on me. The wind lasts for the spell's duration. So it deafens me and other creatures in the area. But since Careful
And you've
Spell...
careful spelled all your allies are not
Yeah.
deafened.
So I guess if I Careful Spell myself too, I won't be deafened either.
Yeah.
Sick.
So that you are not deafened. It's not difficult terrain for you and any of your friends. And yeah, and I'll leave it because Velocity too. So the party is safe.
Sweet.
Good lord.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast that. And just walk to the center of the room, you know. And I don't know if he would have an opportunity to attack if he's deaf, but...
Well, you can still see.
Five.
That's
fair.
10 in the center of the room.
Like, how much does that hit? I can't...
That hits 7.
It's
Everyone?
hitting
In that
everyone.
Oh, the 10-foot...
That 10-foot cone, it's hard, or a 10-foot radius, hits everyone exactly.
That's the
That-
circle that touches the bigger square.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, yeah, everyone in here is hit by this, and
difficult terrain
every
now.
single one of your friends is fine.
So all of my
Good
enemies
lord.
are in difficult terrain now. So
Gosh.
keep that in mind when you're attacking.
Dang it. That's good.
And is that... Yeah, that's one action. Let's see if I have any bonus action. Stuff. Oh, I guess my bonus action was the sorcery point.
Yeah, using the...
Yeah, object interact. Oh, he's blind, so I can't do that. Never mind.
Object interaction.
I know, I was gonna flip him the bird,
Yeah.
so...
You still can. It's funnier that way, because, like, oh, what you can do, you came see me.
Can't see or hear me, so...
Good lord. Yeah. This is not going good at all for them. Great for you guys. Well done.
And I'll flavor the wind as being kind of a sickly green.
This
Since
horrifying
I
wind.
changed my aesthetic for this whole mission.
This whole goth kid summoning the storm.
Also, I would just like to formally apologize. I misunderstood Warcaster and thought it allowed me to take opportunity attacks when people hit me.
Oh.
It's not that. So a few sessions ago, I did it incorrectly.
Oh, gotcha.
Moving on.
Oh, darn.
This
I'm just
session
gonna
is
give
fine.
you like 25 hit points lost right now. Just, I don't know, balance it out. No, I'm
Do it. I dare you. I freaking dare you, August.
Thwack,
They'll
that
let you
is
roll on that
your
one forever.
turn.
All of your dice just become etched with 1 on every side. It's my story.
I'm not gonna tell you what I just rolled. Thwack, what do you want to do for your turn?
What's it in that one?
I'm not gonna say anything. Not having a
Okay.
good day. It's not going great.
I'm having a great day.
So, I want to... Could I say that, like, I kind of just tore up the face a little bit, so it looks like the whole thing is just, like, this decrepit-looking,
Mascot.
rotted mascot.
Creepy
Oh,
devil
that's
mascot?
so
Yes.
gross. I
Yes.
hate that even more than Dove's rotting
Really?
body.
And then
Half
I want to,
mascot,
like,
half-
You're an angel, so...
I just don't like it.
I didn't say that I did the big person before, But yeah, I'm gonna kind of just like look like I'm dripping like ooze out of
God,
me too.
yeah.
Just like black.
Got a couple oozers.
slurp.
Don't take
They're
my
oozing!
thing, man.
They're oozing!
Oops.
As I kind of just like tilt my head, look at the
Look at Brute.
yeah. Brute, and then I want to try with a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark and see if it works.
Oh, you're putting me in a corner here. I don't like that. You go to cast Hunter's Mark. Brute is going to counterspell it.
I figured. Spells don't work against him. He's got like an anti-magic something on himself. Well, there goes my bonus action.
Yeah, that was just a bonus of like, let's probe the defense, if that makes sense.
Alrighty, and then I was hoping it would hit so that I'd be able to get that
Oh,
extra.
gotcha. D6 is in, yeah.
Yeah, but since I didn't, I am just going to take a bunch of swings at him.
Go for it. You boom, hopping up and in are swinging.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
A 22 will hit.
Honestly, this
Okay.
cast is making me feel like they.
Does a nat 20 hit?
I just feel like
'Cause I
they have
action
epic
surge.
moments.
And that
Not
20
like-
does hit.
It's like.
I mean, there's a tornado coming from my body right now. So.
Yeah,
You're gonna
this
say
ward
blood for a solid second, and I was like, "That's the reason it's
That's
the
a
green
24
mist."
hit.
Is you're just like perpetual,
24 hit.
and the
Okay.
noise is just you
So-
ripping.
I get 3 hits technically,
Good lord.
and then one was a
Carl's
crit.
just like-
See, Psyche wouldn't
So
be that bad,
that's-
but Abandon. Maybe.
Perhaps.
Villain persona. My villain sona.
My goth Sona.
My goth sona.
Nice.
Good lord. You guys just came in strong.
Okay, so
And this is, we don't even have velocity here.
Velocity has just barely made it here.
math.
Oh, but he filled up 2 of the Trojans with service info.
So he's joining the party.
Good lord.
44 damage.
44 damage.
Because I rolled a 10 on that d10 for the good.
You Brute barely looks hurt. As
Oh.
looking down at you, you watch as his skin starts resealing.
It's like a freaking Nomu.
Thwack, excellent done that. You did a lot of damage to
That's
him.
from my hero.
My hero. Mr. Red is saying something intelligible. Like, you guys aren't deafened, but again, that wind, he's just like trying to say something into his comm system.
But he's
Uh,
deaf and dumb.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear the radio that's right next to me?
Oh, from the guard. Yes, please do. I'll say Cabaret, you can also make the same perception check because you're also next to the down guard. You both
How's a
are
13, dude.
13 will not hit the
That's not a
DC.
good roll.
Hey, yo.
Ayo.
Oh, this might be good. What was it?
Perception.
Percept.
Perceive.
Plus 6.
do you
perceive, 25. child?
25. Yo.
You perceived it.
Mr. Red.
Perceive.
Code Red, extract, get us out of here now. He is getting everyone out. That's Mr. Red's turn. What's about to happen?
Can I close the window? Cause
Yo, yeah, go for it. Sorry, I was just opening it to like get a bit of circulation. As he yells that in, he is blind, in difficult terrain, and deafened. Good lord, what isn't he right now?
He is, bruv. He isn't winning.
Damn.
Rude.
I'm
Rude.
sorry, I just brought the wrath of God down.
That was, yeah, like rude. Here's what he's gonna try. He's blind, understands enough. He is going to move 5, 10, 15, and take full cover behind Brute. Okay, that was his turn. Cabaret, that is your turn.
Oh, so Mr. Red's hiding behind Big Boy now,
Yeah.
huh? Okay. As much as I'm like, okay.
It also
he's
technically
red,
puts him just
but also
outside
not
of your
who I
stuff, so
want.
he's not deafened. He's still blinded.
But also, Sitch, do I know that our zippy zippy zappy zoppy?
Flossie will be here in like half a second.
Okay.
Zip zap zop.
Because we have comms too.
Yeah.
You guys got columns. And they are not affected because of that careful spell.
Hey.
Do you think with his speed, it'd be reduced, but it'd be enough to still zip us out of there?
With
All
all
of
of us
you?
on him?
No.
Well, in the
Why?
sense of like, if I grab the whack by the scruff, like
Oh,
a wet
like
kitten,
dividing
I
and
would kill
conquering.
it'd be funny.
And just run.
And I'm not that slow.
like I just as I pull you away because it's you know like what Superham does. It's just like the weird look like. Huh.
Here's the wild thing.
You said you were dripping ooze.
Velocity couldn't grab everyone. Zane just physically is one dude. He's like 16, right? But Carl on his back, he could carry Psyche in the arms, and if you were to grab Thwack, that could be the... And he could give you this over the comms, like, that would be, like, his best-case scenario of, like... Because even with carrying 2 people, his speed would be quartered, and that's still enough to get all the way out of the building.
That's true. Because like we don't have to win today because we have to
Nope.
leave.
We got all we need.
The point is not to drop everybody today. It's
Yep.
the info we have and a serum. If we can just get out, we're solid.
And we're disguised enough.
So I
it's not
heard
like they
Mr.
can
Red
really-
say this with a 25, right?
Mhm.
And I go. Can I do like the deep voice? Because like the whispery voice.
Well,
doesn't
You're good,
come
yeah,
out.
because I'm like, I would like to hear.
Yeah, they can't.
this then.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get out of your hair.
They can't hear
Yeah, the mic's too...
because no,
You
they
gotta be kidding me.
because we can
Well,
hear each other.
We can hear each
Then-
other.
oh,
in
the
storm,
wind,
but
yeah, the wind
nobody
is
can
definitely-
No one
hear
in
you
the room
in the
can
storm.
hear you.
Like
because of the wind.
Right.
talking, not.
Cabaret
verbally.
gives this like
Well,
5-minute
Mr.
eulogy
Red-
monologue. And
Come on!
Cabaret,
Guys!
Cabaret, no,
Point of
no
orders.
one can
It's
hear
like,
you.
no, I can hear
Mr. Red is outside of the wind.
Oh, that's true. So yes,
But-
Mr. Red will exactly
But
only hear
you
you.
are still inside.
I mean, that's all I wanted them to hear.
Okay. I'll allow just Mr. Red, but Brute isn't going to hear a
Can I
word of
start
this
over?
in
Can
the
I start
wind.
over, please?
No.
Take 5. Come on.
You see Mr. Red, who the fuck is talking to me? Like, as he is blind, just
As
looking
I
around.
just.
A tone.
With that, I'm gonna grab the scruff of his neck and. Out.
You would have to fight me physically. Like,
I will
Thwack,
buy you jorts. I
Thwack
swear.
would not let you pick him up.
Oh, do
We
you
can do
want
an
to walk
opposed
out?
strength versus dex is what it would be.
Do you want to walk out?
Well, I
He
mean,
would rather, yes. Like, Thwack, me
Bitch,
knowing
go along
Thwack
with it.
would just know. If you tried to pick him up like a cat, he would fight you.
Fine,
Don't
grab
pick
me.
him up by the scruff, maybe.
Like-
Fine, I'll pick you up. Normally.
We're
Still
leaving.
would not
You
like
move.
a
Pride,
And
I
Psyche's
guess.
pulling the leader
He
card.
will run his
Okay.
way out
Psyche's
himself.
pulling the leader card. Go with Cabaret.
Thank you.
Okay, just
Fuck.
and you can carry like you could even
Okay,
piggyback because that would actually offer you. Then you could like actually hit things as you go.
Wapa, wapa.
Here's what I'll say. So Cabaret, you're trying to run.
Like a team.
You're going to be doing the full speedy speed. Brute's got disadvantage with that high wind, but he is definitely going to try to hit you on the way out.
Try it.
The lower roll, or the first roll, was already a synth 19.
Okay. Oh wait, no, yeah, we can't make.
That is 2 synth 19s.
Cool. So he hits
So he hits
Mr. Red.
Cloud,
Cloud
Rune.
Rune and twist
Yes!
it around so the punch goes right in his face.
Shit. The 13 points of damage exactly that would have downed Cabaret. Twist this body. Go boom! boom, Mr. Rat, what the fuck? As blood just pouring into his nose now.
Is it redder than his skin or not as red?
It's kind of like on par. It's more the viscosity that sets it apart, right?
Okay.
Like, it's that, like, is that just water? No, it's gotta be blood, right? It's very gross and red, though.
Okay.
You know, it's also gross and red.
Excellently done. Blood? You?
Well, in the sense of like when I run out, would I be able to? Did the
I don't
blood
wanna leave
spray
a
at
note,
all?
I don't wanna leave a note, like, thanks for the
No, like, the wind is actually pushing it away from you.
Okay, Cons,
So 5,
I am
10,
saying to anyone,
15,
get
20,
blood from Mr. Red. I don't know what he is, but we need to know what.
25,
If we can.
You mean the
30.
No!
Wait,
The brute's the
The
thing
Brute's
we need
the
to
thing we need
figure
to
out.
figure out, 'cause he's the beefy one.
Like, we barely did anything to him.
Mr. Red, as far as we know, is just a red dude.
Yeah.
and moving
he
you
only
guys.
uses
All
one.
right.
I will say, in a world that's full of like metahumans and everything, where we've seen him using a gun, he's just been doing like.
Okay.
For all we know, he had a really bad sunburn. You know, like
It's true.
Brute would be way more interesting. Like in this world where aliens are here and you're a living person who dropped in a vat of acid, red skin's not gonna be.
No, that's fair.
Here we go. Cabaret, well done. The goons are taking their turn.
And now they have
Dang it, difficult terrain. They can't get close to you. They're trying. They got this
Slanche.
big old sledgehammer-looking taser. These guys are going to try basically that same thing of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stop with that difficult terrain. Ooh, that's smart. They would have got... Both sides would have gotten to you, Psyche, without that wind. Well done. Jeez Louise. Velocity is immediately here. Can get you... He's got his haste on.
Boy, got his
Sweet.
haste on.
as soon as he grabs me,
Grabs both.
well, like I'll wait till we're kind of out the door.
He's about to start moving out the door. The second he moves out the door, I will let you know you will be outside, basically, with his speed.
Okay, because I want to like drop the wind and like shoot a couple people, but
Unfortunately, it's kind of, again, his disadvantage. He can't attack if he's moving. He has to stop and move, and that really stops his movement. It's a rough thing.
But does he have enough movement to pick us up and just leave?
Exactly. It's his normal move, like
Then we
his
can get out of
non-meta movement of picking you up, and with his haste
we got-
dash action is
we
what
got
he's
all the
doing.
information we need and more because you got what's his face.
Shaky.
Figured out the
Make
physical
me a
person
quick
or
insight check
stuff hidden
on
from you.
everyone in this room as you guys
Oh,
leave.
yes.
It's been fun.
Insight, which I am proficient in.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a natural 13 for a 17.
Mr. Red is screaming obscenities and orders that you can't hear. All these goons are fighting the wind, trying to bring in these heavy, like, siege-looking weapons. Mr. Winthrop on the ground outside. Brute is staring at you, unwaveringly.
I'll just
You're not
away.
sure if it's anger or even admiration, but that look of just pure intensity strikes you for half a second. Boom! Velocity moves out. And you guys are out of initiative, and that's where we're going to take our break for tonight. Well done. Thank you all, everyone who's watching. We will see you all in the moment. And we are back. Thank you so much for those that waited through the break, and of course for people that are joining the chat as well. Fleeing the Azure company, Zane really does make it easy. Velocity is so fast that after a while, he gets you guys like a good couple miles away, starts heading back, grabs you guys. Like, all of you are a good 15-mile radius away from this building.
Is there a Radio Shack? Or a similar tech?
Radio?
Oh, yeah, because it's not.
Unfortunately,
super-
Radio Shack did go under in this world.
Okay, but like a tech building that has like a whole bunch of different.
Yes, there is like Best Buys and
T-Mobile?
like, you know, something with a lot of tech
Okay,
or different.
I want to find something that has a smartphone to USB converter.
Excellent. Yep. Nearest Best Buy's got.
Cool. I buy it, plug it into the phone, plug a Trojan into it,
You punk.
wait for it to upload, and then I smash the phone into a million.
Yes!
In the store.
In the store.
And then I look at
Thank you,
the
Mr.
minimum
Sales
wage
Associate.
attendant and hand him $10.
You see that this person, a little more feminine presenting, just like takes the $10. Nice.
And
Puts
I
the money in,
leave.
And you leave. Like, you guys walk out.
Nice.
Carl's holding the Trojan and just pieces. Like, got it.
No, I think I leave the pieces.
Oh,
of
you
the
leave the
phone
pieces
on
in
the
the-
floor of the store.
Just there. Yeah, this employee just, sure, thanks. Like, that's what the $10 was for.
Yeah.
Cleanup. Well done.
And then I, of course, just ruffle through the wallet, make sure there's no tech or anything. Oh, the clicker.
The clicker.
The clickers in your hands, ruffling through the wallet. Carl, you now have $500 petty cash.
500?
$500.
I go
In
back into the
a-
store and hand the attendant 100. And then I
You
leave
see
again.
this person just. Hell yeah.
And I leave.
And puts it in.
Hell yeah.
And gone.
Of
Oh,
course,
God.
still in angel costume.
Why
Exactly.
is
That's
it
what
that I
the
want
weirdest
romance
part
movies?
is. Some kid in Angel costume comes in,
Accompanied by, like, a
pulls out
dog,
100.
like-
gives it to the employee, just
110.
110,
Opens
gives
the
it.
door
walks
just like
out.
the devil.
It's just like the smiling mascot.
Do you see the employee, like, they're on their phone. Fun fact, again, this is 4 a.m. It's one of those 24-hour places where they're just, like, dead inside. So it's like, all right, great. Like,
I give them like, because I'm still like a horror
yeah,
image.
you
just
guys look
a,
like a full costume party gone wrong. Like, and so it's just more that.
Do you know when like scare actors break?
Yeah.
I'm just like, thanks.
It's like Sicky's probably the only like
Normal.
normal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
You're just like a goth.
this
Yeah.
person looks a little more punk than goth, but they're just like nodding at you guys. Just cool. Going through the wall. Here's what I'll tell you. A lot of personal info in here. There is driver's license, couple different other cards, like something that looks like a hotel key card. Nothing in the wallet though that is obviously tech. The clicker is the only thing now that you have that is like tech.
Yo, guys.
Is there a way to like pry it open without breaking the components?
That would probably take a tech check.
Screwdriver. We have $500. Well, not 400.
We teleported somewhere random, correct?
Currently, right now, I think you're just kind of outside in the city limits of
Yeah.
Cleveland itself.
Okay, we need to teleport away from Ohio.
Oh, well, while we were there, I wanted to just go to a Walmart and then, like, get a crap ton of food and then just, like, use his card.
So it doesn't get marked as fraud because we're still local.
I want you to make
donate,
me a percentile roll
please.
right now. We're going to
Can we Mr. Beast this shit and say we're gonna start paying for everyone's
Wait,
shit?
I was about to say
Yeah.
we should go up to everybody who's in the check lane.
And
It's
just
4 a.m. There's not gonna be a
swipe
ton of
their
people,
card.
and just be
Swipe
like, you
their-
know, hey, can we pay for you? We're doing. I'll even pull out a phone camera and be like, you know, we're filming a YouTube
wait,
video.
no, leader
No.
card. We
Hey,
need to.
Not a video, but
Okay,
I'm,
no, wait. We're not going to Walmart.
We're not
We
doing
are-
all
We're
this.
still
in-
dressed up as our supervillains.
I know, but still, the less we're seen, the better.
That's
Fine.
fair.
I wasn't gonna leave a note.
That's
I wanted to
why
leave a
we
note,
should just
but-
buy a bunch of
74.
NFTs.
74. Zane will help you immediately burn through 2 grams worth of food. and you can just
Can
leave
you
it outside
guys-
the Walmart or like at the nearest food center. Because like
Please
with
leave
Zane,
it
it
at the
makes it
nearest
personal. Like
donation
you're
center.
in there, you're suddenly at the checkout, and you're gone. Right? That's so yeah. But we're not doing a full video of like,
Yeah.
hey gang, here I am in this Walmart
Yeah,
with
it's like-
a
Yeah, no.
CEO's gift card.
I
Just
just
online
wanted
and
to,
be
like,
you know,
screw
ha, ha,
you.
like, yeah,
$2
exactly.
grand out of a card
Like-
is a lot. People don't just keep that stuff in debit
Yeah.
or credit. That's gonna suck, right?
Like, I was like, we're villains. We just stole this dude's wallet. Of course I'm gonna go buy shit.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
How does
The
it not
clicker,
seem-
is there any sort of plug into the clicker or anything like that?
There's not.
And your tracker?
You'd have to open that to see.
Can we?
Or
at
I
Best
pressed
Buy-
the button.
Can we not? Okay,
A nuke
guys. Can we
comes
not?
into your location.
Because if it's a panic button and a supervillain shows up, we can beat the schnoz out of them, or be like,
I don't
"Haha,
have that kind
we
of
stole his
schnoz."
wallet. If he's paying you, we can just give you his stuff."
You click the button.
Guys.
I'm trying to balance Carl between being like a strategist and also a 12-year-old. Okay.
Carl,
Yeah, it's a button.
you
press it.
watch. You're looking around. You don't see anyone.
But I'm still here.
You look at the ground. You're not anywhere. Your friends are gone. You're not in this like outside suburban area. You're standing in what looks to be a perfectly black ruin.
My powers are still
Immediately.
active.
Your powers, you try to activate them. You know they're activating. You don't see them on you. You three see this. Carl's eyes suddenly back into his head, and you watch as some of his like gray spots move and everything, standing, looking comatose.
Okay.
Carl-
Do I still have the button in my hand, or am I like naked?
Before the button, you're like looking down. It's like, okay, I'm clothed, but the button's in my hand, but I'm nowhere. Immediately, you hear. Interesting. You turn and see a man that has walked out of the darkness.
Yeah, 'cause isn't black the absence?
This man looks interesting. He looks humanoid enough, but uncanny valley, where his eyes don't seem exactly right, and his face is not the kind of shape you would see on a human. And maybe he's a little tall, but something about him seems very off.
Do I hear any like mechanical whirring or? Okay.
Who are you, child?
I actually cannot remember. Was my? No, I'm not gonna introduce myself as Carl. I got this from Mr. Winthrop.
Then you're a fool.
So was he. And I pressed the button again.
You're back with your friends immediately.
Cool, so we should definitely not take this anywhere that matters to us at all. But
Can
I
you
think I
break
just
it?
met Mr. Prism.
I'm
Is it what it
sorry.
Can we put this in your bag?
Oh,
My
the
pocket?
Yeah.
pocket, the liminal
Because
space.
also, like, you know, it'll be hard to get out, won't it?
Yeah, I don't know how to get
Yeah,
anything
how
out of
does
there.
Because like it's
Wait,
still taking.
actually, no, don't put it in there yet. We should go home, make a tracker device of our own, put it in your pocket, see if we can track that item.
Okay, where are we putting it then? In the meantime,
Lead box.
the box. I could have Vanish take it somewhere.
We could
has no problems with that.
We could go and get somebody to get the lead box while we kind of just.
Oh, we have a
chill.
speeder.
Same.
Speedster.
Or we could just have him take it and run, like,
I could just start moving.
yeah, just
Just
around,
go to the middle of the Great Lake.
Can you make me cabaret perception check?
Oh shit.
just like a straight line. Don't even avoid Florida. Literally, like, don't go straight there, but like, just go everywhere. You know?
Oh yeah, sure. Try my best.
Sure.
Why
See,
don't
we're
we,
in Ohio. I don't know. I've always wanted to see what a cornfield's
just-
like. He can grab it and just
Ah,
say good boss.
Okay, what
We
are
might know
please
as well
don't
as-
say goodbye.
no,
no.
before you. This is before he
Right.
starts running with this. He wants to know like,
Oh,
we should probably keep it from being tracked before we send someone to run away with it, because if it is being tracked and there is a all-powerful evil monster boss bad guy who just saw you have the clicker, I have a feeling that he might be able to stop a speedster. Possibly.
I have an idea for the tracker thing. Just find phone in Thwack's pocket.
Yeah.
Because
That's pretty quick.
That's quicker than going all the way back.
Pull
to
out one of my
Lane.
burner phones.
Find my phone. Slippery Dick gave you a couple. I mean, they're great for just when you need to
So
like phone.
can I track that phone within Thwack's pocket?
The second you put Find My Phone in there, it's gone. It's as if the phone's
So
Yeah,
not
you
let's
there.
just-
can't track within Thwack's pocket.
It's a bit of
I would say
a
let's-
odd extra dimensional space.
That's my vote, is just huck it in there
I
until we
think
know.
it should be fine. Let's be cautious. Maybe don't go straight home right away.
Cabaret, what you get?
I got a nat 20.
What was that?
Ooh.
Perception? Oh, never mind.
Only Cabaret was making this. In that, like,
I was just
as
saying I
everyone's
have
starting to talk.
Proficiency, so I could have helped.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
you got
No,
that.
well, because
Whoever's
Zane's is
needed.
like, should I take it and run now? Okay, let's put
I'm
it in the
just
pocket.
worried because he's gonna be like, you see something in the distance. I'm like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You do see someone in the distance.
Fuck! Who?
Actual cannibal.
A shadowy
Scared one.
figure is standing far down the street and is pointed in your guys' direction.
Nobody moved from their positions. Shane, there's a showering man at the end
You
of the
guys
street
look
under 6.
gone.
Hmm.
In the half a second you even think about telling your friends, when you start looking back, gone. Before the word's finished, you guys kind of trying to
I
look.
was talking to
No
I
one's
was
there.
talking to Zane.
Hmm.
Who's a Shane? I don't know a Shane.
Shit. But yeah, Thwack.
That Zane
No
said
one was
he-
there.
So there is an all-seeing guy.
I immediately start sketching what I saw.
Well, if it's all-seeing, we don't have to worry about it because it already knows what's going on. And if it's not all-seeing, it's really only truly spoken with me. And if it was a speedster, Zane would have seen it. No, I wouldn't say Zane. Refract would have seen it as it ran by us. So
Nothing's moving out there.
either we're okay or we already lost and it doesn't matter what we do anyways.
Well,
Pocket.
with that.
Pocket.
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 You put it in the pocket. And
Yeah,
you
but
guys
you
want to
turn
go home?
inside out.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Put it in the pocket, it's fine. Zane does a double check perimeter. Just if it's a speedster, there'd be other trails. Whatever that is. I don't think it was there. I don't see any impressions of someone standing over there.
Can I just like insight to see if that's any kind of like the stuff that Vanish would use?
Please do.
Because
Oh,
I know Vanish's
like,
powers pretty well.
Friggin' astral projection sort of a deal?
Yeah, because Vanish.
When you
can, like,
teleport
go between
fast enough, it's
planes.
almost like you're not even there, right? Because
Yeah.
light travels faster than sound. You can
The
kind of
most
just bamf
liminal of spaces.
You're bamfing yourself in and out so fast.
Nowhere
it's-
at all.
No, the most liminal
It literally
space.
is. It's like
a
astral
Walmart
projection.
parking lot
21.
in Ohio.
21.
At 4 a.m.
Seems
4 a.m.
Very similar.
Mm.
And something kind of tugs in your mind with that. Of something similar.
Mm.
What's the plan?
I say let's go back
Is there a...
back to base.
Oh, damn it. I'm still trying to be undercover,
Siri, go away.
so we should not do a Jordalini's here in Ohio.
No.
I say
What's
we get out
Jordalini's
of
competitor?
Ohio.
Sorry, I'm trying...
Jordalini's currently is an upcoming out of Florida. They've really hit strong in the South. Ohio doesn't have a chain yet. What you're going to find is just some natural gelato trucks. So, like, around here, Gregory's Gelato is pretty popular in Ohio just because it's that, like, oh, Gregory's Gelato, right? It's something close.
Yeah,
But-
it's also 4 a.m. We need to get home.
Please.
It's 4 in the morning.
We can get jorts later.
Okay.
I'm not
Jorts
saying
in the
that
morning.
loud.
Jorts and the Morts.
Jorts and warts.
And as
Please
you
never say that
guys,
again.
Zane zipping you guys as fast as he can to the nearest teleporters,
Mm.
heading home, and you all can take a long rest, regain hit points and spell slots.
Before I go to bed, I want to kind of throw those, like the horses, just try and throw that data onto the computer to be uploaded.
Yes, it's you know
If
when
it's instant, then sweet. I just like do it.
it'll
then and
take a
there.
couple hours because
But
it's
then
like
I would do that
re-ripping
so
out
that it would
First thing in the morning.
do
before.
it when we
hell
wake
yeah,
up.
that's so smart. It's you do the updates before you go to bed, so then you can wake up and it's already
Yeah.
smart. When you do that, everything looks fine, as you have still 2 leftover horses.
Yep.
The 2 that came from the Azure Company facility where you got attacked. The other 5, of course, coming from the shipments and stuff. The 2 big servers and the 2 other bigger stuff that Carl and you guys found down in that
computer and other
personal computer and another server that looked rather big. That's
the twin servers, the extra server,
personal
computer,
the shipment server,
the shipment
the
computer,
twin, and another server that was like, oh, this looks rather important, or like a lot of stuff's going
The
on.
information from his cell phone.
And the self. Oh, that's so you have 1 Trojan horse left.
We might need more of these.
Here we go. First thing in the morning. A tragedy. As well-beloved philanthropist and icon in the community, Hector Winthrop of the Azure Company Food Company died of a heart attack earlier this morning. In lieu of flowers, people are asking to support the wonderful companies he helped found and create over the years, and we are all shocked at the loss of such a beloved man.
Okay, I
And,
swear to whatever god you guys believe in, I did save that man's life.
Yeah,
I wonder
he
if
was
there's conflict.
breathing when we left.
He was fine. He was gonna wake up later when we left.
It's that immediate, like, you guys waking up, I'll say it's that,
He
like,
was
Psyche,
silenced
you may have been
because
the
he
first one of, like,
It's
oh,
a
okay,
cover.
I might get some coffee, some bagel, let's check the Trojan. Oh my gosh, like, it's all over the news.
So he was silenced because he failed.
No, he was silenced because we got his contact.
We got the clicker.
Oh,
No, yeah, like he
failed,
messed up.
He failed to protect his higher ups.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know that you
He
said
messed
his name,
up.
but
So
It's still,
He says names.
that looks
Yeah,
terrible.
I told the guy that I got it from him.
so
Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoops. You
shoot.
sentenced a man to death.
but
Don't
Be
that
the first time.
that's
Oh, it's fine.
Put that on him.
Not him, it's not our fault.
People
But
die all
it's-
the time. You guys notice there's one more gray dot on my bot. If you were to bother counting.
Yikes.
So every death you specifically are responsible for becomes a gray dot.
Or ones that I'm nearby.
Oh.
What's up, Psyche?
nothing. I think Psyche
Wait.
would
so
be
did
kind
you
of
guys-
somber. Like
Is that
someone died, but it's kind of like not villainous
I don't think so.
necessarily, but she's like, but we're closer to our goal. So
that? Yeah,
What does
it's
it
that.
matter?
That's one person off of our list.
Have they
Which-
named an acting CEO yet?
Currently, the board is going to be in charge. Another
It's-
acting CEO won't come around for a couple months.
Until the grieving period is
It's-
appropriately closed.
Literally, it's that like we're just going to board run it, and so it's that
Hear me out.
from your guys' perspective, his higher ups are probably now in charge, or they say boarded. Oh yeah, these random group of people. No, it's very obvious. Like
It's
he
been
lost
taken.
his shop, and so whoever gets inputted next, it's going to be a while.
Yeah. So it's not good that he's dead, but it is. Which I feel bad for saying, but yeah, he is.
Zane has brought you all Belgian waffles that he made this morning. Because he's got like a big old stack. So, boom, 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 getting you all in. And the horses are all ready to start looking at the information. First and foremost, the files that you got, the like manual file that like, oh, serum, looks like a compound just off of Zane's preliminary check he made. Probably is whatever they're making for him.
Okay. So
And so Zane could immediately take this and run it to his uncle to start synthesizing
well,
a reverse compound.
we
we
needed the reverse compounds. So.
we do need that, but I'm thinking that we should like sit down and check all of this information on the off chance that there's anything else important that we could send with him.
That's true.
Though, depending on how fast you can get there and back, then it might not matter, but I feel like you should.
We can fill in.
I'd
too.
rather
It's
give him
fine.
everything he needs right off the bat, just in case.
Fair enough.
Zane's like, it's cool, like, I can teleport over to Cali, run up to Idlewild, and then make it back easy. Yeah, I can wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So we
let's-
could have like a little separate little board. I go to flip around the board and
Another one.
our big fancy like
Whodunit
pin board to just like do the backside, forgetting completely that I had the other thing,
Hey, can I?
like the other information about myself on the back.
It's that moving it back around. It's that
Hey, do we still have that open circle in the middle of our original one?
Yes.
I take the drawing I did last night after I saw that creature. I put
it's
it
like
in
a
the middle.
silhouette. That's the thing. It's that one.
Well, maybe we could probe his mind and get like a
Give
This-
Slenderman big teeth. Not like evil teeth, just like
buck teeth.
yeah. Yeah.
That's what he looked like.
More or
How
less.
accurate's that, August?
He was bald, right? Or was he like oozy businessman?
Was
that
it was it
too-
more Polar Express Uncanny Valley?
More
Sort of
Bulgarian,
both.
Transylvanian, slick back, black hair,
Oh,
pointed
so
feature.
make Slenderman and
Dracula?
Dracula have a love child,
Okay, easy done.
Ew.
Huh.
then remove all of its pores, and you're there.
I put up a very
Give me
creepy drawing of that
skincare
exact
routine
description.
for real.
What's
Up there.
Matt? Your skin teeth? No pores.
No pores.
I just ripped them all out.
Just smooth.
All right, gang.
Smooth.
All
The
right.
Azure company.
Huh.
We're gonna go through the list. The stores and shipments to Alcatraz from Azure company. Pretty basic, and it's easy enough where once a month, the shipment of food goes in the form of a thick oatmeal that, upon activated with water and heat, finishes the chemical compound. And this is coming from Zane, like looking at this folder. That way, no scanners would catch it. It's being cooked in Alcatraz. You don't know if it's on purpose or not, like, because it's that natural. Oh yeah, you gotta cook it when you're in there, so it could be unknowingly cooking it for you. That's how the shipment stuff. Personal computers, you actually don't find anything out of the ordinary. That on these head computers of the area, it's a lot of like, okay, here's where we're going to meet quotas, here's where we're going to get our supply and demand ready, we got to make sure we have money for the next quarter. Everything on the personal computer seemed pretty basic.
Okay. That's two.
The big server is going to take some time to dig through, because this has so much.
And I say maybe each of us could take a section of it.
What I would then say is we could save that to the end, because we'll do a group check where you all really take your own portion and start deep diving. The final server
The twins.
brings you to a lot of links. Specifically links into Saffron Holdings. This looks like a lot of preliminary money trail of buildings to be made, acquisitions to move around, and other assets to be distributed. All of which seems to be from the Azure company. But in cross-checking with the big server, when we do a big group check, there might be something to be gained. Coming in from the phone. We'll do the phone next. The phone that was on Hector Winthrop had a lot of basic stuff. CFOs and CEOs around the world. A lot of stuff for marketing, a lot of stuff for money. Some of his more recent calls included this. One to Mr. Red. Put in his phone under as Mr. Red.
Was his number extracted?
The number was saved in the phone on this phone exactly as Mr. Red.
But was there a number associated so we could potentially call that number back?
Oh, gotcha. Yes. In theory, this number might get, or to some form
Or it could
of
be a
that.
burner. Or
Exactly.
But we do have a.
You have a number.
Gonna toss that in with any files we have on the guy. Like his personal cell phone number.
Docs is a super villain.
The other numbers, one of which you're not sure, as there's no number associated with it, there's no name or contact. This phone number is only contacted once a month. Finally, there is a number. Let me make sure I say this right. Where'd it go? That says for Gilderock. Gild, Gilderock. Gilderock.
There's no call history or texts or.
The only thing in there is texts saying ready. That's it.
Is Gilderock a supervillain in the roster? Or are there any aliases connected?
That will come into a deep dive. Yeah. This is kind of that base information at the end when you guys make your checks of let's cross-reference is what it's going to be. The last horses from the servers in the Ohio building unfortunately do not yield any new information on first glance, but I will let you know that they will lower the DCs for the group investigation of having a second set of confirmed server sources will be, okay, this isn't just a one-off thing. You might see that like, hey, these two separate servers had one very unique email that went, or something like that.
Okay.
I would like then the company of Vanguard to make me a group investigation check. Unlike group, there's no majority needed. This is more an addition of everyone's totals. Zane will also be helping with this because the higher you all roll together, the better it will be.
You said investigation?
Investigation, yes.
23.
Here we go.
21.
23, 21, okay.
Same. 21.
21. 19, okay. And
Sorry, guys.
But as an average,
with
that's 21 across the
Zane's
board.
a total of 97.
Oh, a total. I was like, how did he roll that high?
He's just got like a 48. No. All of you together rolled a 97. That will yield a lot of information. I will let you know it didn't beat the perfect DC 100 altogether of everyone averaging 20.
Is anybody a bard?
Well, we got,
You do have a point of inspiration, both of you, if you
Hi.
want to use it.
I already rolled a 17.
Guys, I am a bard.
You want to bardic somebody
Yeah.
and they get a little extra 3
because
points?
it's a D plus a D4.
Plus a D6.
It's a D6 at this level.
Hey.
Who wants to roll the D6? Go for it. 4 or higher.
Damn it.
Still a lot of information will be given, though. As you guys start cross-referencing, here's the big stuff. The Azure company has strong ties in with Scarlet Incorporated and Gray Industries. You already knew this. Heavy product shipment to Rainforest and their facilities, as well as for the Violet stores. Just like Saffron, in terms of food, Azure Company is feeding Prism. With the amount of information you gathered here, it is clear that there are a couple names that are sticking out in emails and other things. Once again, I will make sure I pull up these names correctly so I can tell them to you correctly. Here we go. What you know Hector Winthrop was very involved with Jared Zena of Rainforest. His emails with Jared were always casual, almost never business. Usually talking about plans, hanging out, other things. On the 97 plus, just before the 100, there are emails where he, being Hector, is talking to Jared Zena saying, "Hey man, you gotta let me in on the club sometime. We gotta go out together. I've got some great ideas for some fancy threads of my own."
How recent was that?
2 weeks ago.
So he might have just been barely let in to the loop.
When was the first breakout from Alcatraz that was targeted towards us?
Couple months ago.
Okay.
So, this email seems strange. Hector Winthrop has been openly CEO of Azure Company for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But with this, it's easy enough. You're not sure maybe what he's referring to Jared about. As if he's already part of Prism, all these clubs, what other club is he speaking of? The other names are emails to Roger Jones, Senator Roger Jones, including his campaign, as well as emails to someone named simply VEE of Scarlet Incorporated. His emails to Scarlet Incorporated usually seem very brief, but what stands out to you, Cabaret, is an email talking about, "I do not believe there's any further testing needed, but we will stay open to whatever Scarlet has in store for us." The final thing you as a group find is that in all of these emails, the email from Mr. Red to Hector Winthrop about 3 weeks ago, stating how they heard he was interested in gaining protection, and Mr. Red would be more than happy to offer their services. As in, it looks like, unlike Hector Winthrop hiring these goons, they offered themselves to him. And that's what you get. A lot of heavy research, but that is cutting through so much. These are the key points that you found in all these servers. Not the least of which being the serum.
Okay. Yeah. Just any of that information about the serum and any of that. Now, Zane, now that we've kind of completed our...
Zane takes it, just, I should be back in a half hour. To the transporter and it's gone.
I was gonna say, could I go with him, not for purposes of role playing, unless there's,
but
but
yeah,
just as backup on riding with him.
Please do.
I was about to say, I don't like the fact that he said should be.
Yeah, I think I would just be like, I don't really understand computers yet. You know,
You cover. It's a whirlwind tour.
Mm-hmm.
In a nutshell, you find yourself in Idlewild, head spinning of like transporter to super speed to now stop. Is that I'm not gonna lose my lunch, but man, I feel
I've
gross.
traveled through space.
Knocking on the door. A shorter man opens. You see, hey, Uncle Jack, can we come in? You see immediately, like, ushering in, because you guys are still kind of like, at least Zane is looking a little more, he has to put on more of a speedster outfit, or else he usually ruins clothes. Ushering into the door, Zane hands over this dossier, gives Hermes the full rundown, as you see immediately Jack Young just takes it, flicks through, just a lot of this checks out. I can definitely start cooking up something for you kids. Please, though, if you think Frank is broken out, he is not mentally stable. Guy thinks he's a god. That's very dangerous for speedsters. We're not. He kind of like waves a document. This is living proof that we're not. And because he doesn't understand it, he's a danger more to himself than others. I'll do my best. I'll try to have this. I can work on this as fast as I can. It still might take a while. It's not an exact science of stopping speed, as I've never tried it. Kind of like offers Zane a couple of these, like, high protein bars. Do you need any food? Anything for the road?
I had breakfast like an hour ago. I'm good.
Okay, stay safe out there, kids. Cutting back for the three of you, now looking at this board with a lot of stuff, what are some of your ideas? Some of that role play, just naturally talking through, what kind of stuff do you want to look at?
I want to see if we have any information on Mr. Red. Any ties that could be made to him, and more especially, like, any super kind of tested creatures, like the what was his name?
Brute.
The Brute. Because that didn't seem normal to even me. And so I would probably see if Azure had any information, or if that would be like more Scarlet.
Might be, yes,
any
using
ties
that,
to
and
them.
even you can use, like, the system you guys have, right? Here's what I'll say. For Psyche and Cabaret, anything you guys would want to look into out of the list and all this stuff now?
In my notes, I don't know if this is still true or not.
Mhm.
It says my father most likely worked at Great Industries. Is that correct? Did I note that correctly? Okay.
You did.
I want to look into that. I want to look into, what was it? What did my other notes say? Is it Saffron or Violet? The heavy ties to Violet or Saffron.
Saffron Holdings is the
Saffron.
bank. Yep.
The money trail.
The money
Yes.
trail. I'd like to look into those two things.
Excellent. Cabaret, what do you want to look into? Or where would your kind of point of focus be?
Point of focus. Because I knew I was close. I'm not trying to metagame with the role. But I had a feeling I was close with searching earlier. I'm gonna look into Scarlet. And specifically, if anyone has gone vocal online about abuse from higher ups. Even if it's just like this isn't up to code, or things like that. 'Cause
Like,
all I remember
corporate
before,
unease.
yes, because all I remember is that I found out something
Mm-hmm.
other than the fact that they were mistreating their employees.
Yes.
So I want to know if I can find a trail that way with going with what I know, and seeing if I can dig anything else up, or maybe like try
For
and,
sure.
like hit something in my brain to try and remember.
Well, yeah,
Something
it's
like that.
looking into that. Excellent. Yes, Psyche.
More specifically with like Gray, maybe Scarlet, I want to see if there has been any other reported missing persons. Because my father went missing, presumably. So I just want to see if there's any kind of pattern with that of maybe people knowing too much, or
Please do so. For that specifically, I will need investigation.
Ooh.
For the rest of you, this is just more like, I can find this knowledge out, I'm just taking the time.
I want to piggyback on that as well.
Okay.
Not only missing persons, but unexplained deaths, like random heart attacks of CEOs.
Why would you want to look into that?
Literally about to say we should check in to see like early retirements or early deaths, but I'm not
Early
back.
retirements, early deaths. Like,
you and Zay,
things
is
like
that like you're running in, getting the food. Here's what we'll do. We will start then, as you guys make your rolls, first with Cabaret. Cabaret, looking into Scarlet. Scarlet is run, as far as you can tell publicly, by a board. They don't have a CEO. They're, again, Scarlet Industries is more of a chemical company than most, right? I mean, they're kind of that like general producer. And so a lot of their stuff is like other corporations under the big umbrella just of Scarlet, if that makes sense. Like, you could find, even down to the littlest, like, oh yeah, technically Ace Hardware is through Scarlet, but it's like Ace Hardware is a hardware store, right? A lot of things lead back up into it. What you're finding, though, is online, there is a pretty big gap between the corporate level and the working level, where a lot of stuff comes manager-wise from like, hey, we work at this factory in this city, and we just get our calls in from Scarlet, where there's actually no real one set place. It looks like whatever board there is, yeah, they have like a building in New York of like, this is where we can meet. It really doesn't come from there. And there's not a lot of middle management in Scarlet. There seems to be something at the top and just a lot of big branch out suddenly. Moving on quick to, we'll kind of jump back first to Psyche. What'd you get on your roll? And we'll also go into your research.
so I got a natural 19
That's really good.
for investigations. That's a total of 21.
21, because you were specifically looking into that missing persons and, well, a lot of other stuff.
But that's the most.
The big thing, you are finding something that, without meaning to, Cabaret, you realize Psyche's kind of staring at you every so often, because Psyche, from your research, within the past decade, there has been almost 70% of Olympians or legacies, children of the Olympians from the 2008 Olympics, that have gone missing or presumed dead. That having now this information, it's you're cross-referencing now with a lot of stuff you're looking at with the Azure company. There's a lot of people that you're looking at this. Cabaret seems to be one of a hefty number, because if you're talking anyone, not just the U.S. Olympics team, anyone involved in that competition may have been affected, either them or their family. In Cabaret, it's easy enough to know. It's like Psyche ever so often kind of like looks at you, because it's that natural, like, a lot of people, and you like look over because it's that, oh, like, it's just that natural connection.
Then I guess Cabaret's gonna just be like, I'm mean, if you want to stare, I could charge you.
Such a weird. Pay
I'm
me
good.
money. What'd you get for yours? I'm looking into.
At first, I rolled a nat 20, but it was cocked, which was
Ooh.
really sad. But then I got a dirty 20, so
Okay.
still good.
Dirty 20.
Just not the same.
Out. Did you know that Jared Zena did not found Rainforest? In fact, legally, he was put on as a co-founder about a decade ago. And it's just become that popular myth of our day of like, oh yeah, it started from the ground up. There was a couple people who have all retired and unfortunately passed away within this past decade too. Multiple instances of either heart attack or scuba diving in the Maldives that went wrong. One instance of a person who went hiking for Everest and never came back. As well as there is the case not only in Rainforest but also in Violet Stores of the former CEO having a bit of an accident in a warehouse. But thankfully, the vice president was able to step up at the time and help carry on to keep Violet Stores going.
What about the other ones?
The other ones seem pretty secure. As Hector Winthrop actually did climb the corporate ladder. Previous CEO did just retire, still alive, just still famously rich, but just kind of living his life. Saffron Holdings, being a bank, is kind of owned in part through a lot of countries. It's not like one person, kind of like Scarlet Incorporated, excuse me. Scarlet Incorporated doesn't have like any one CEO. Same with Saffron Holdings, where there's just a lot of different people that say, it's a big centralized bank, we want to keep our money here. But Rainforest is the big one, that when you really look at it and go, anyone that could have a claim to Rainforest, this big company right now, doesn't. I will say then, Carl, you and Zane arrive back at this time as you guys spend that like kind of half hour of like, let's start really going through.
Dope. Isn't your uncle's name Hermes?
You see Zane, Hermes' hero name, Jack Young when he's civilian.
Did he choose it for himself?
No, I mean he was kind of waffling. A lot of people just, it's a long story. I guess like he like was at a costume party and then looked like it, and so everyone's like, "Oh, look at that!" And he's like, "Well, shoot, public opinion does sometimes make the hero. That's why claim a name quick so no one gives you something stupid."
He was like, "Oh, he doesn't know he's not a god." And in my head, I was just thinking like, you know, I don't know, just he seems like a cool guy. I start eating my old Belgian waffles.
You see, Zane kind of chugs. Is like, "Oh, no worries. No, he's pretty level-headed. Not his personal choice." I think that's maybe what got in Frank Porter's head, though, is you see someone running around claiming to be Hermes, and it's not really him claiming; it's the public eye, and it was a thing. What'd you guys find?
Well, a lot of dead people.
Pinning a lot of these things to the Rainforest portion of the board, like,
just like
dead.
Move the board into
How
the
many
middle
of them
and then
died
have like
from
extra.
cancer?
None died from cancer, important to know. They all died from seemingly natural effects.
Interesting.
Heart
I
attacks
was
or
referring
accidents.
to the
Oh.
CEOs.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no, never mind. Sorry.
you were referring to
I'm referring to the other. So many
other
dead
group.
people. Sorry.
Missing group,
Yeah.
they know, that's the thing.
I'll
Missing.
pin the list of missing people.
The missing
Slash
people
dead.
don't have a lot of names. And the few names you do find, they don't say cancer, it's just cause of death. Yes. Like, they died.
Yeah.
It's a big group.
Cause of death. Dead as hell.
Dead as hell.
Swear then, where do you guys want to go from here?
To school.
Well,
It is a school day.
It's been a minute,
bit of
that's
moment.
for sure.
yes.
Must I?
I do.
Must
I do before
Go and-
going.
Go have fun with Slippery Dick.
Thanks.
want to just like go to the anybody who I know like makes items at the
At the pyramid?
yes, and be like, I want something similar to this, pulling up my squeaky hammer, and then I like slide them a rubber chicken, but this to like one of the magical ones. Like
Here
one
we
of the
go.
guys
We
who can
got
like make
some
magic
tech.
items.
Make a roll, see if he's in town. Warrior X is interesting hero. Big old self-made armor. Kind of looks a little Greco-Roman, like, but like the weapons kind of nano make. Usually is the guy. This is the person who made the Trojan horse, the horses. But you see, Warrior X doesn't really talk a lot. So as you approach, it's this kind of like tech. It's that.
Yes, similar to this, but like a battle axe and then rubber chicken.
Like, you know, one of his hands, it kind of like, it doesn't like rotate, so you're like, is his hand actually in the glove? Or start spinning around with the. And he turns and starts pulling out some stuff, so.
Cool. I will leave you to your work.
As pulling in a lot of stuff. You guys can get ready for some high school. It's been a hot day. It's been a hot time. Walking in to high school feels like a weird trip. No one's talking about billionaires or CEOs. No one's worried about supervillains breaking out. First thing you hear entering in is Harvest Dance is coming up. You guys going? No, I'd heard about it. I thought they were going to cancel. I mean, everything after the old, that Homecoming. Okay, Homecoming was like a one-time thing, right? Like, we can have Harvest Dance and not have supervillains stacked twice. School is about to begin. I would love some intelligence checks. You guys have classes. Not for you, because you and Slippery Deck are hitting the waters.
Oh, we're hanging.
But this will include everyone and Zane for this intelligence check of keeping up with school. It's a good thing Zane is actually intelligent.
Intelligence?
General intelligence. Yeah, it's not a saving throw because unfortunately this isn't a
it's
test.
Since 20, so.
Sim 20 is still really good.
I got a natural 20.
Nat
Yes, you
20.
Did
Psyche.
you last time?
Here's a
Maybe.
point of
Yeah, you
inspiration
did.
for you. Oh no.
I got
Yeah, you
inspiration
effing
for catching.
brainiac.
So
Thwack
it's a total of 22.
22. Thwack, what'd you get?
17.
17. Zane actually only got it like a 14, but like that still passes the DC as you're yet to get to the heavy stuff of this semester, thankfully, with finals. The day goes pretty well. But
Paleontology Club.
Paleontology Club is coming up.
Robotics club.
Psyche, you see Allie's coming up to you. B, hey,
Hey, Allie, what's up?
you have like 1,000-yard stare. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, just not sleeping well, doing a lot of homework.
Okay, wild. I was just wondering, before we have class later, did you want to like skip lunch? I don't know, a couple friends, we were gonna go out to White Castle. I don't know, are you...
Oh, sure, yeah.
Didn't know if you're
That's
vegetarian or not, because they've got options,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like, it's not great.
That's fine, I eat whatever.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, as that happens, Cabaret, you notice this specifically because Michael, who is the old Michael was the one who used to date Kelly, you know, that
I
like
remember.
football. He is staring at Psyche and Allie, and you're not sure what the look is, but it's that like pointing like where you're like, oh, one of my friends talks to someone, oh, good for you, and it's not like, oh, you're also looking like.
How populated is this area we're in right now?
It's a hallway. It's one of those like passing periods where it's like you got like 10 minutes instead of 5, so it's not like
I'm
we
gonna
can-
nonchalantly, kind of like, you know how you walk down the hallway, but then like you do a half turn and you lean against the wall? I'm gonna go next and I'm like, staring at something.
What?
Staring at something.
No. He immediately like grabs his bag, starts walking away.
Inside check.
Go for it. Uh-oh. Gabrielle, not good.
No, I didn't look at the roll. I'm like,
Oh, better roll than normal. Okay.
Nat 20!
It was not. Come
Yeah!
on. All right. Fine.
It's right there. I'm like, oh, well, look at the number.
Point of inspiration for you. Ready? Point of inspiration.
Where's my
Michael looks
Damn.
mad at Psyche.
Why
Or, of
is
course,
he mad?
instantly at B.
Oh,
Why is a guy mad if someone's talking to someone?
probably crushing on
I
Allie.
couldn't hit my
He might be
Why does
crushing
everyone
on
go
Allie.
after you? I'm fine.
No. It's
He's
more. No,
probably
he's crushing
crushing
on
on
Allie,
Allie.
but Allie,
Because
you know,
Allie
is like,
doesn't
hey,
have
want to go get lunch? Like, a couple of
Hey,
us are
before
going,
he
and so it's
goes,
not like
can
natural.
I, like, pull back? And
Unfortunately,
I feel
no.
like
He's kind of already left. This is the nat 20 of like thinking through, watching the body language of, oh, I get it. Now that he's gone, it's that I get what was going on here.
Oh, I see.
I see.
The whack. Mr. Tatch will
Why
catch you.
always the observer? Why can't people thirst after me?
Bellamy. All
Yeah,
right.
what's
We have coming up this week. Paleontology. Are you still gonna go?
Yes.
Okay. Just tell your parent or guardian. It's just a $20 for the bus fees, but you got it all handled.
Here you go.
Oh. Oh no. You go grab from the office permission form and envelope and put it in.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't require like parental permission. This is kind of under actually the school's charter of like they're allowed to. It's just $20 of like, hey, we can't afford it. Like you gotta pay the bus fee.
Yeah.
But that's easy enough of like, okay, next period, grabbing it. As this is all happening, we
wanna
hard
find
cut
Kelly too.
to the middle of the swamps. Slipperdick just, so, I mean, you went and fought a bunch of people over the weekend. That's interesting.
Yeah, you know, it's just like sometimes you have to, you know, go get information and they're not really forthcoming. So,
That's true.
you know, it's like our alligator friends here. Sometimes you have to feed them and remind them that we're not the food. You know.
You see, Richard's arm is completely in one of the gators. That's true. And sometimes when they eat when they're not supposed to, gotta get it back out. Pulls out like a metal wrench. They just don't know what's good for them. You gotta help as best you can. Here, hold on to this. It's like
Yeah, for
mucus encrusted.
I take it, pocket it, and then I feed the alligator a snack that is shaped the exact same way. It's like it looks like a wrench.
And just there you go. Go on back in there, but it, like slaps the butt of the gator on the way out, and like scutters into the water. You see Richard just, yeah, you gotta treat them with love and kindness, but sometimes they just chewing on what they shouldn't.
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
know what you're gonna find in the water.
You
Sometimes
find
it's
some
just-
weird stuff in the water
it's
these
insane.
days.
It's just like I don't know. I was expecting like 70% of the Earth is water. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, have you seen Star Wars: The Phantom Menace?
No, I only watched episode 6 back when I was a kid.
Wow. There's a lot of like underwater cities in it. I thought it was gonna
Really?
be more like that because like you guys live on like 25% of it, and then you don't even live in like half of the land because
No,
it's just too
I'd love to
inhospitable for
visit
you
your
guys.
planet because we have not done a good job here. Let me tell you that.
Well, we didn't do a good job on our home planet either, but that's
Oh.
besides the point.
Oh, good. No, that makes me feel better, right? When you don't bring the punch to the party, but someone else didn't either.
Exactly.
At least we're not the only beings in the
Oh
cosmos
no, you
fucking
guys are
up.
definitely the worst. but-
Oh, damn it. We got immediately back to the school where it's like, oh, everything's great now.
Skipping down the hall trying to find Kelly.
Do. Kelly is leaning up against the locker with her lackey. Sees you approaching, just eyes narrowed, just... Someone go, we need to find Dove. We're going to be running some after school stuff. Simone, can you just... Can I help you?
You know, I came to find you because I thought you could, but I forgot what you were needed for. I'll be back later. Skip down the hallway.
You overhear some giggling, kind of just shut up. Like, as people, like, it's that natural, like, weird, and, like, but you just skip on back. You see
That
E
is
at the end of the hallway.
Literally just like, I had a reason, but I literally forgot.
You, the character,
what
what was I doing with this NPC?
like,
Well,
why was I going there?
as you come back, you see E just like, man, you're cool. How do you do it?
Do what?
Say whatever you want.
I
Like,
just do it.
weird. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah. When you don't really like care about the negative opinions, you kind of just do what you want.
You see E just like, Wisdom of Solomon, man. Have I showed you this new comic I got over the weekend? And he pulls out full, like, Captain Marvel, like, all the stuff, like, bringing in a lot of weird ramifications of comics in the comic universe. Cabaret, end of school, a lot of drills. Kelly has been riding you guys. Again, Eaglet went back and after...
I'd rather her not ride me. Now that I know that she's straight. Thank you very much.
Listen, this ain't good for
Listen,
either of us.
just as much as I want my sexuality respected, so I want hers to be, but I also don't want her to ride my ass.
After Toast Plays Demise, the team has been really rough. It's that, like, man, we lost a lot of great people. And you see, Friday, we have a competition coming up. You're going to be there, right, Dove?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, because you kind of just, like, always are leaving practice early.
I leave on time. Okay? I leave when it says we're supposed to leave. Okay?
Yeah, but if you really cared about the team, you would stay a little later.
Honestly, Kelly, that's a toxic thought process that is going to ruin you as an adult.
Fight!
Fight! So we're up.
I immediately hide behind some random person.
You see,
Except Dave.
you hide behind...
I promise I'll be there.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
Bobby. This random kid. You see, just...
I get that it's been rough since everything happened. But maybe
Zane
we'll
has
have to
walked up, just like, oh, you guys are down a crew member? Well, like, I don't know about you guys. I'm
Fucking
pretty acrobatic if you need a person. You see, Kelly does the full, like, down up, just, we're
Yeah.
good. You see
Actually,
Zane
it's
just,
pretty
whoo,
good.
all right.
He's
All
pretty
right.
good.
Zane, throw me!
Gotcha, buddy. He comes over, just like,
Go up to
"Huh,
the
Back.
throws you up into the
do a
air.
performance.
Yeah, roll me a performance. Help
Yes.
action from Zane. Which kid? Oh no. It's gonna be weird.
26.
26. Beautiful performance. Everyone's watching your guys' thing more than the cheerleader. Kelly actually doesn't seem annoyed by this. It's more that, like, finally we can practice in peace. Didn't know this became the peanut gallery for everyone to watch us. Like, so she's taking advantage of, like, you guys distracting the crowds of students, and everyone's
Fine.
like, oh, sweet, like.
Listen, because Kelly, I wish that sometimes we could have this conversation like responsible, mature people instead of in front of the whole team. Okay? Can I
Okay.
try and make a persuasion check?
You see, no
To
persuasion
like,
check
in a
needed
sense, to
because
give her that authority, but to say,
she knows what you're saying. She just, listen, I do not do water coolers, okay? It's in front of the team or not. Whatever we have to say, we have to do it together. Otherwise, we are not truly united.
okay,
Okay?
sounds good.
5, 6, 7, 8, and going
Again.
back in. Oh, shit, all right, again. The school day goes by pretty well.
Hey, can I send a text message to our lovely ex of our Miss Regina George here? And say, I think I can help you.
To Michael, okay?
Uh-huh.
Can you give me a quick investigation? Disadvantage to get his number. Because you're trying to get a number, and most of the social circles you run in are, it might be weird to get the number from, and so you might be able to get it, but it might cause problems.
What would this be?
Disadvantage, investigation.
Invest? Couldn't it be like something with charisma?
No, this because it's that pure like asking around. Charisma is actually the easy part, right? Like you have charisma, you kind of just beat that. Like,
Well,
hey yo, can I hit you up? Like,
it's an 11 max.
11.
Damage. I
You'll
had a
get the
good one.
number, but there might be something else that happens then in the background. So yeah, what do you want
Also,
text?
if I swear to everything that's holy, if something happens at this competition, we don't lose it. Also, basically, I text, I can help you, you know.
Who dis?
I tried to have a chat with you in the hallway earlier between second and third hour.
Not interested.
You sure? I'm friends with B.
Gone. Nothing.
Okay. I'll just leave him a little hook.
Sounds so bad. Like, it's smart what you do. It just sounds bad to like an outside. If someone were to see this text chain, that looks so bad. Like, what are you doing to him? Excellent. Cool. As the week goes by, Friday rolls around, and Bellamy, you got paleontology. Doug, you're being excused from school early for a bit of competition.
I am letting, who's our supervisor right now? Is it Vanish?
Vanish. Oh, supervisor. I thought you were talking about the cheer squad. I'm like, oh,
No,
wait,
no.
the coach. No, yeah.
So I'm letting Vanish going to this competition, and so I won't be able to do any patrols or teamwork this weekend. I need to be able to keep this cover up.
You see, she goes, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Do you want anyone to go with you, shadowing?
Yes.
I cannot let you cast black.
I'm just like standing in the shadows, just like waiting for
Step
my
out.
turn.
So it's the shadows.
Waiting for my turn to be like, also I have this thing too.
Thwack, I know you had your paleontology thing.
Yes.
But I heard back from Forever Man.
You did.
He could take you out this weekend and start doing some investigating with you.
Okay, I see what's
like-
happening. I'll go with Dove.
Wait.
Carl,
After
when
the-
did you get here? I thought you were still with Richard.
No, he didn't need me anymore today.
After the paleontology?
Okay, good to know.
Or before the paleontology?
It could be after. He was just
Actually,
saying, like,
yeah,
this
I
weekend's
should-
finally free for him if you need
Sweet,
some.
yes.
Like, Dove was about to say I could go on my own. It's fine. And literally remembers the last time she was on her own for something and stuff happened. And
yeah,
But Carl-
no,
was saying,
so
I
it's
could
fine
go.
with me.
I think for each of our field trips, we should have a
Buddy system.
somebody in tow, and if needed.
Saying, do you want to come with me? Because even though she lifts you up and down, it probably would cause the least amount of waves.
Well, right now, Carl said he could go with you.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I got you.
Because for Zane, it would be leaving school.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like you're leaving like early Monday or Friday
Cool,
morning
so what's
to
the
go.
cover? Are you my little brother?
Do we have to?
I mean, why is this random 12-year-old gonna be hanging out with
He
me?
doesn't need to be hanging out with you. He could be in the audience.
I just need to be there, don't I?
Okay, I just
You
want
see
to make
Vanish
sure
just-
you'll be okay.
Yeah, if you want to throw a
Actually-
familiar cover, it's not a bad idea.
Could we have Slippery Dick be an official sponsor of the high school games and like buy a section of billboard?
If you want to approach him with that, yes.
I'll talk to him about
Um,
it because business is not
Psyche.
booming.
As everyone's texting, this is like Thursday night. Everyone's kind of splitting up. You get a ping on your phone. It is from Allie. Hey, there's a party going on Friday night. Didn't know your interest level, but
I'm
thought
not
I'd
one.
offer.
Hey, can I text, or not even text? Can I talk to B before?
Oh yeah, well yeah,
Yeah.
you guys. This is like Thursday night before any of this happened.
Oh, B. By the way,
Huh.
I
Michael.
think this also might interest Black because it technically involves our queen B. I feel like you just like
Ain't no
sit
bitch, my
down.
queen.
Oh, I know.
What? All right.
I'm the ruler
You're
of
not
the
gonna
castle.
Sorry, I'm
Oh,
This
processing
would
that.
be in this scenario.
No.
Yeah,
Her
Kelly.
ex
Oh,
is super interested in the gal you've been talking to, B. Kind of got a little pissed when you guys were talking in the hallway. Like what? Tuesday?
Drama ain't my problem. I'm going to this party.
I know. Just want to let you know that.
He can suck it up.
Also, do
You
like
see,
her?
Zane just goes, "Oh, did you get invited? It's a student council party."
Oh, okay.
They're doing a whole, what is it? The pool party down at the aquarium. It's going to be like this whole thing.
Oh wow.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
3 invites. I'm trying to figure out who I'm
Yeah,
going
the
with.
poo party.
I mean, we can go together.
The pool party.
The poo party.
Okay.
The pool
And I'm
party.
gonna be stuck in a dumb competition this whole time?
You see Zane just... It's kind of because the cheerleaders aren't going to be there. Kelly has
Come
ruffled
on, man.
feathers.
You know that I'm
No, I know you're cool, but it's not like when you
Kelly
invite
is-
some, you get her, and like she's kind of. Thwack's really, I mean, dude, you instigated this. She has lost her polls and popularity, and so
Yeah.
it's that. Oh, she gone.
Can
Let's.
you guys at least help me get to the next one?
Yeah.
Please?
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
don't associate with her outside of cheerleading. Okay?
I mean, and so this is where you can decide. Like, do you want? You could like, you could just go to the party. Like, you've got that open invite. You could show up and someone be like, oh hell yeah, Bellamy. Or you could go out with Forever Man though, since he's free this weekend.
I definitely want to make See, I don't like the fact that like we're going to separate
But we all
places.
have buddies.
I know,
Oh, buddies.
but like,
It's not true party splitting. I would never actively like, you have to be alone. Like, this is that natural, like, oh, one of us is leaving. Carl could probably tag along with
Yeah.
Cabaret, things going on.
so if things need to,
We have our.
we have buddy systems in our
You got your pens, so like,
Got
if
buddy
anything happens.
stuff,
We're
and
okay.
yeah,
I mean, like,
so
are you kidding? It's still gonna be in the state, and we got Zane.
Like, as
Not
long
to
as-
objectify Zane.
I
Well, you
am
got it.
thoroughly objectified by a lot of people. You're good.
I
Sorry, I didn't mean like.
I mean, as
For your
long
body,
as you're
but for
in a
your
major
powers.
city, you can find a transport.
True.
Really, really easy.
I'll probably just pop in to the party, hang out for
Honestly,
a little
that's
bit,
the
and
best
then
way
dip.
to do a
Smart,
party.
make an appearance.
You
Make
make
an
an
appearance, hang out for a bit,
Gotcha.
then
Do you want to
hit
come?
the streets.
I was gonna say you could come antagonize Kelly.
Well, you see, no, Vanishes. I could Forever Man meet you up later, and you guys could take the weekend, start really looking
Yeah.
at stuff.
Hey, I have a question, Vanish. Has there been any news from Mark about my dad's case?
Currently, as far as we've
Isn't-
started investigating into it, we're still in the preliminary stage. We've yet to get to first bar with a judge.
Is he on
Um,
death row?
Yes, but that's why they do take these things very seriously, very cautiously. They've yet to even get to the judge, let alone the first bar. That's why we're in a good place.
So we haven't revealed that his daughter is alive, but we have that paperwork started.
We've got it ready. We've been talking about it. It might be best for you to make a surprise appearance. That would probably be better
At court.
at court.
Actually, that'd be kind of fly. No. Sorry, this is super serious. And my dad's and you see, she starts losing it again.
No, he's gonna
Wait a
die.
minute.
Another thing,
Wait a minute.
we updated the board.
Oh yeah, the board. Look, Vanish.
What?
She's just like-
Like as you guys have so many more
Yeah,
pins.
because
in
we
them.
moved the board into the middle, and then we have for each
Another
side
board.
company another board with like all of the
In the
information
center
that
is just
branches
the
out,
cryptic
and then like
3D
the
picture.
spray
cryptic,
painted
like,
colors, like
It's
strings.
just a single
and then there's
3D
like the
picture of the
cryptic guy
Shadow
in
Man.
the middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we met the big boss.
I know
He
you
was
told us
a-
to leave it alone, but if we do, they're gonna kill us anyways.
Yep.
See, Vanish.
And then I go.
And
to
I
my-
actually, when he says that, I point to the board of all the missing children, and I'm like,
Yeah, because
There's
this
a
ties
reason I
into
was
you,
taken.
and then this corner ties into Psyche, and then this corner tied into Toast. But
let's okay. And I like,
Yeah.
and then there's
Put
this
down
orange
his
company
hand.
that I think could possibly be tied to me, because that would suck. Well, I mean, it would suck if I was tied to this in any way, but it's also weird that we're all together and I'm like the
You're
only
the
one
only
that
one.
not tied together in this big web of lies.
as we're getting ready,
Yes,
also.
Carl came from space.
Carl, can
He
you
has
give
an
me a
excuse.
quick persuasion
He
check
has an
to see if Slippery Dick wants to help sponsor the cheer
Slippery
team?
Dick.
Guys, can I
Absolutely.
include the help action?
Yes, you totally
Because I have a
can.
plus
Vanguard.
persuasion.
It's not like, hey, we'll call him
There's, like,
up and
some
on a
serious
video call or
things.
something like, hey, this would be great for our school.
Persuasion, yes.
So help action for sure. Since you guys are really the ones talking
15.
advantage. 15 with the help action.
The Lego hidden.
What does that give me? Advantage?
Advantage, yeah.
15.
15 B.
Yeehaw.
Well, hey there, Carl. Like, oh, well, isn't it Miss B? It's a pleasure to see you. What can I do you for?
So we were thinking, you know how we haven't had a single customer in the last 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's getting cold though. I no one wants to see a cold gator.
It's Florida.
Yeah.
So what if I recently came into about $400.
Oh, good
and-
for you. Is that space cash or real cash?
This is good old American cash.
Yeah, go for it.
What if
don't say that.
Would you be okay if I used that money to advertise at some of the local games around? Some of the high school kids might get a kick out of playing.
Oh, please
or
do. I mean,
riding with some alligators.
Please, it's been 60 degrees. I'm getting worried. If we drop any colder, those gators are gonna sleep till spring.
Okay, should I advertise it as a kayaking experience or as a feeding the
Carl,
alligators
as-
or as
Co-business owner of Slippery Dick's Gator Washing. You advertise how you see fit.
Gators. That's all
Okay,
it
cool.
says.
I am gonna link our business email and cell phone that I set up. So,
Oh yeah, cause I don't do any of that tech.
yes, but I'll be keeping an eye on it.
This is all because you once said, "Oh, it'd be another boat." There's another boat out in a storm, and I had to go. Who's foolish enough to be sailing in a hurricane?
Slippery dick.
You've done this.
Thanks, Richard.
UC goes, "Please, we're true friends. Call me Slippery.
Slippered.
Slippery.
Thanks, Slippered.
Thank you, Carl." Finishing up the call. So you don't know how to feel about this. You're just kind of like,
It's
"Oh,
like, okay, well,
this is weird."
do what you need.
Thanks for being there. It really helped.
You're welcome anytime.
We cut morning of Carl, easy enough because you're setting up a lot of stuff of like let's pay for some site. Using the $400 in total will get you a lot of stuff. You're getting big signs to hang out. However you want to advertise it will be all over like buses in the stands. Like a lot of people are going to see this.
Perfect.
Cabaret, you go early because again, it's a lot of stretching, group huddles, like massage roll. Like, okay, guys, like get the massage roller. Let's make sure to hit the important parts. Like, we really got to make sure
you
we're
don't want to have the stuff back if you're throwing people in the air and trying to catch them.
right. It's that like full thing. The school day goes pretty normally. Psyche and Thwack, you guys have like just chill day. The only real thing, Allie, of course, finds in the hallway just B. So you're going tonight?
Oh yeah, of course.
Awesome. I don't know, I could... Do you want to meet me at my place, or I could pick up yours? I got a car.
Me thinking of the Glade.
The Glade.
We'll meet at yours, yeah.
Cool.
Pick you up.
I'll text you my address.
The famous Vanguard. We'll meet at yours.
Yeah, no, this is the best. Anytime anyone, oh, can I pick you up at your place? No.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I can pick you up.
you see, Ali goes, cool. See you, I don't know, when do you want to go? A lot of people say they're showing up at 8, but like...
8:30. We'll be fast
8:30. Cool. We're gonna start then. Thwack. The Paleontology Club. E signed up because you did.
Sounds right.
As you're moving in and around the museum, your tour guide. Well, welcome, high schoolers from Jefferson. We're so excited for you to be here. We're gonna take you through some of our exhibits. You see, going through you go through the formation of the Earth, the solar system, and of course we've been learning so much. Currently, we are actually rediscovering a lot of this ancient civilization and realizing some of it may have been technology from other planets. We have, in fact, get this, alien visitors among the warrior superheroes that have shown us where it wasn't our own civilizations, but other civilizations working in tandem. Amazing that society, we've been able to cooperate with others so far back in history.
We have
Going
anything
through,
in, like the Amazon.
you see just Amazon, rainforest stuff. Not specifically.
Big discoveries with.
You say?
A lot of stuff down there is still very much undiscovered as we want to preserve nature as well as learn more about it. I know there have been people that have journeyed down there and explored a lot, but nothing currently in
Do you know
recent years.
any big names?
Oh, you see this tour guide kind of stops. Honestly, if I'm being perfectly clear, I think a lot of it's funded through other companies or people. I don't think there's any big names. Most professors you would see around the world usually take commission work into these areas, but for right now, a lot of the world study has been pushed. You see kind of like this touchscreen map over into the Middle Eastern areas where we're seeing a lot of discoveries into early metahumans and people coming from this area that may have had powers. Yes.
Do we know who funds those guys? I'm very interested
Boy.
in just possibly doing that one day.
You see,
connections I could make. With.
yeah, Mr. Tetch, Mr. Tatch, your supervisor, just like smile, just like, oh, that's my kid, right? You know, just like, oh, good, they're really involved. You see this tour guide. She goes, but yes, you know, I think it's just you'll definitely find a lot through universities. Great step, like I'm doing, is work first for your undergraduate in a lot of histories and ancient civilizations, and then when you hit master's level, you're definitely gonna have an easier time. I'm gonna give you this. Some portion of your mind just goes, or test out and get your doctorate.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder, that was my thought. But you see, the tour guide moving through and talking through a lot, it's a pretty fun trip. Nothing immediate, but through that, it's that, oh, weird. And this is, of course, showing you the final, are wonderful exhibits of below the surface. One of the most unexplored areas on the Earth is our own ocean. Who knows what could be out there? Some say that lost civilizations, and with what we understand from the Warriors, there could be even superheroes under the waters. Wouldn't it be cool to have our own Aquaman? A couple kids like E just starts joking, chuckling, like, Aquaman would be stupid, right? Like, he just talks to fish. Give me a perception check real quick. You see something reflected in the dark glass for half a second.
Like a figure?
Like the water at the pier's edge. An explosion. Before you blink, everything seems fine. Isn't history amazing? Now we're going to take you through, especially if you want some of these. There's some fun summer programs we got going, and immediately moving on through. As we cut to later that night, Thwack and Psyche, you guys would still be, of course, at the Glade. In getting ready for this pool party, what would you guys like? Would you want to go together? Because I know, Psyche, you're going to Allie's house. Thwack, are you just going to kind of like solo meet up there? Or is that like, should we like drive together? Because Zane's also going, and Zane's trying to figure out like how to best like, maybe I like just show up, like run.
Yeah.
I would show up on my own, and then show up. I'd probably show up on time and just be like, yo, welcome to my party. But
Yo, that is such a power play.
but
Welcome to my party. Thank
before, or like say our party, but
Smart, yeah.
before that, I would want to pull out of that little hint of like, oh yeah, like these big name guys are normally commissioned
Yeah.
to go out and do this. I want to see if there's a common company that commissions.
I'm gonna make a quick roll for you. I'll tell you this. You can have computer work on it. Again, the nice thing about having like supercomputer is you can put in some key phrases like, hey, compile for me like top hits. I did roll a natural 2. This would all be ready for you like tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Unless you want to stay and manually work on it. But that would definitely take time out of the party, right? Like that would be like, oh shoot, it's like I'm looking at the clock. It's already like 9:45. The party started like an hour and a half ago. Like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
And so the computer could have this all done for you by tomorrow morning, or you could stay and manually put in effort.
Yeah, I would leave it for tomorrow morning because my stuff hasn't been very pressing. And then I would just run kind of that weird vision. Not the, like, me having in my, like, a thought, but the vision of just, like, looking in the glass and then all of a sudden it, like, becomes a very... Like, how clear was it? Was it just, like, for a split
You
second?
don't know if it was visceral, viscous, or tangible. It just suddenly looked like it when you were looking into this, like, reflective, dark, watery looking scene. Yeah, who do you want to run by?
Just
Psyche.
I'm just like, hey, like, while out doing this paleontology thing, like, I was staring at the glass, looking at the stuff behind it, and then all of a sudden it kind of just, like, turned into the pier and the explosion in the water as he was talking about underwater superheroes, and, like, I don't know if there was just...
Psyche, your
If
mind's
it's-
immediately going to, has Thwack been near any form of water since that day? Like, it's hard to tell. That's why it's like, because that's where, like, your mind could immediately go to, but it's also that, like, this is something Thwack says he saw.
So I don't know if it's, like, some weird freaky vision thing, or if it's just, like, my psychological thing. I'm unsure. But I thought I would run it by you
I mean,
on the chance that it was something, because we were... Oh, yeah. Paleontology turns out that there's a lot more to it than I thought. Because a lot of... And then I explained, like, oh, yeah, early metahumans, and, like, how all of these big things are actually, like, ancient civilizations, and how there's these... possibly a company that funds these big expeditions to these places, and how, and then I think I would tell Psyche in, like, this conversation of, like, by the way, and then, like, flip the board over, and then be like, so this is my little section of the board, and I was a paleontologist, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently I was super smart, and I tested out and got a doctorate.
As you guys are looking at this, Zane has come up behind you. As you see, he's already wearing, like, flip-flops, swimsuit, no shirt, just like, hey, guys ready?
Oh, yeah,
like,
we need to get ready.
we gotta
I'm
go
just gonna
soon.
Change into a bikini, have a sassy bit of cover.
yeah, right,
Are
like,
you going early
And
or
I am-
you
later?
see, oh yeah, I'm going early. I got some
Alright,
people that
thank
wanted
you,
to
Zane.
show up, and so I'm like, yeah, I make some outside friends.
Cool.
On right?
Yeah.
Got you.
And
See ya.
I will...
I'm sorry, Zane's in a swimsuit?
You have a civilian car, like a beat up
I
minivan,
wear a
looking like,
swimsuit
oh,
for
this
the
could be
audience.
something a kid could.
I will take the civilian car to
Carl's
pick up
just like-
Allie. Gee, thanks,
In
Carl.
a swimsuit.
Carl, this like
Up in the
12-year-old,
stands.
like, woo!
Like, very much doing, like...
Go Jefferson High! Who is that kid?
Why is he wearing a swimsuit in the bleachers?
Should like we talk to him? Is he okay? Is he with someone?
I have the entire
Gators
Jefferson.
with slippery dick.
Gators.
It's like face paint with
Slippery Dick's Gators. Wow! Amazing.
Love it.
You show up to Allie's house. She's wearing the two-piece, but like tight skirt. Like shows up just like, hey, B, nice suit.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you ready? But you
I'm
showed
driving,
up, so
so-
I'm ready. You're ready.
Yeah, let's get on it.
Cool. You guys head over.
I don't know why I'm making Dee so awkward. She literally has like +5 to charisma. So
He's the most charismatic, but I mean,
Sometimes that is
you
a
ready?
charisma of its own.
what?
It's true.
That is a charisma of its own.
Mhm.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's true. We are going to start at the cheer competition.
How long does the cheer comp go? And when does the party start?
Party
Because
starts
the
at
cheer
8.
competition is
Cheer
in
competition
the day.
is ending at 10. Final things, if you make it to regional final, or the final selection of regionals,
So
you'll
if
be
you-
performing at about 9 o'clock. They do an award ceremony at 9:30 for like all the teams that showed up.
You know that they're not going to stop the party at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Can
It
I
is-
text Zane and be like, if after the competition, can I slyly come in? Would that be allowed?
You
Would I be
would
fine?
text us about that like 8:15. He sends
Like,
you a
not just
quick
him and
pic.
to be and like being like, hey
Yeah.
guys, would that be the vibe?
Zane and Thwack haven't gotten there first. Take a picture
I
at
love
the
a pool
pool, like
party.
this like big indoor Florida pool of just like,
Our
yo,
party.
show up. Like Zane, like I could probably slip out and grab you quick. Like, is Carl with you? Like, no prob. Like, oops, gotta go. People showing up, and like the message kind of die off.
Welcome to our party, me and Zane.
Zane just like we spent so long staying up. There's student council in the corner that are like clenching, just like.
Clenching their
I know
ass.
we're just putting up streamers in here. Like it's not like we did the work, but it's like all right. It is about 9:30. Dove, We're gonna make an all-important box of doom roll.
There you go.
How well does your team do? That's a nat 20.
I'm
Yeah.
telling
Dove.
you, we're fucking good.
But in that way of, there's no way you're getting out of
Damn
this.
it!
It is 9:25,
Getting out
and
of it.
Kelly's coming up, like, immediately sweat up. Just, okay, everyone ready? We're on the final docket, okay? Us and 2 other teams. If we can't get final, we get the immediate bye when we go to state, okay?
Okay.
Everyone, A game. Stretch me out. Okay, quick, pass me water. Listen, Dove, you're
I'm
doing
the
great.
water boy.
Thanks, kid.
Slippery Dick's water.
It's one of our-
What?
It's
Spits
been
out
like,
all of
hey,
it.
Kelly, it's like a brand. They're sponsoring us. It's fine.
Oh, God, why does it have to happen up today?
okay.
Thanks, kid. Fine. We'll take your gator water.
And out.
As
Can I, in a weird way,
here we
can
go.
I make a
We're gonna
charisma
start-
check to try and become better friends with Kelly by helping her
No,
stay
what's
cool?
gonna be? It's a performance check because it's throughout the day of like it's team bonding. I mean, if you've ever done cheer, it's a lot of very big team building. You gotta have a lot of trust,
And
a
if
lot of
you're the
love.
one who costs them the championship, you're not gonna be better friends with
Exactly
them.
right. You got it. And so, but it's performance. Kelly's basically making one too. The whole
Can I
team.
have advantage because I've been practicing?
Yes, like
Thank
you have
you.
been putting in a lot of hours
And
into
this
this,
is
right?
going to be.
If this was like Eaglet coming back and trying to jump in, or wow, call me a prophet. If Eaglet happened to be, I'm kidding.
I want
And
Eaglet
she-
back so bad. I mean, hi.
Unarmed strike.
Eaglet punches a cheerleader
we're
in
at
the
a
face.
cheer competition
Divine
with
Smite.
Kelly.
Cheer comp. Oh, divine smite.
Divine Smites
Smite.
We're at a
Kelly.
cheer competition with Kelly, and apparently she's freaking out. So it's like, Divine Smite.
Carl has sponsored Slippery Dick's Gator Water for the team. What'd you get for your performance check?
What can I say?
Water.
Gator water.
Tell me that's not alligator
Okay.
piss, please.
It's Slippery Dick's Gator
Let's
Water.
not
It's
hide
proprietary.
this.
When you're good enough friends, he lets you call him Slippery.
It's
Or
slippery.
Richard.
What'd you get? Decent?
The first roll was a 4 and the second was a nat 20. I'm not touching the tray. I'm not
You're-
touching the tray.
you suck.
Megan, how do you
Alright.
roll so bad in this tray?
You suck.
Oh, is that my
This is
tray?
like the third nat 20 of
You
this
suck.
The tray that's hers and not my dice?
You suck. Dove, you're doing great. I mean, your team already nat 20 their way to the finals.
No, I think it's the dice.
As you are here,
Rolling nat 20s.
you have started into your routine.
My dice
Boom,
are so
boom, boom,
nice.
boom, boom. Hitting, going up, in, back of your mind. Is that
Oh, I
a
have
person behind me? I need a dex saving throw.
What? I'm sorry?
Would I have noticed anything as I'm watching them perform?
Carl, there's a lot of people going on.
Okay, that's fair. I'm still just
Guys,
dancing.
I'm not.
Slippery
I-
Dick's
I-
water,
I
people.
will check
Oh.
after. I will check after to see if it's loaded. It's a 20
Oh
again.
my gosh, I hate this. You're not allowed to use that dice ever again.
You gotta bathe it in mayonnaise to restore the natural order.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not saving. Your instincts kick in. You perfectly flip Kelly into the top of a pyramid. Turn just a boom. You see a dart pass by your eyes.
Oh fuck.
You immediately.
Can I
boom.
please tell me I had a calm while I'm
I'll say it
performing?
with the nat 20. Slippery Dick Skater Water, boom, as the dart like cracks the water. Immediately, whatever liquid inside dissipates in it.
Thanks.
You both look. There is a dude. Half the side of his face seems to be green, like an unnatural color growing in. You understand with the translator. Damn it. You gotta shoot again. This dude's speaking a language you can't understand.
Okay, keep going, keep going. Like,
And with that, we cut to the pool party. The student council at pool party. Isn't that fun?
Yay!
Everything is going great. Zane is one of those like, man, he's already hitting so well with the clicks.
I
And
feel like Psyche's just, or B is just schmoozing.
Allie is having such a good time with you. Just like, you want to do a slide or two? Or I don't know. Like, I hear they're bringing in some like salads in a bit that people can eat. Yeah, this will be fun. Thwack, what are you doing at the party?
I'm making the rounds to
Good to see you. Thanks for
every
coming to our party.
person. And welcome to our party. All of this is put together by the student council. Amazing.
Yeah, student council hates it because it's like he's
Like,
crediting us, but you
I'm
keep saying
saying-
our party. You're not like there's
I did none of the work, but it's mine.
our party.
Just colonizing this party.
As moving through, you feel something in the back of your mind. I would love for you to make me a perception check.
I know it's not big, but I feel like it fit.
I'll get there, don't I? What'd you get there, Thwack?
I'm waiting on my stats.
Oh, gotcha.
What was I rolling again?
Perception. Yes.
Love it. Love it. Well, oh, finally. Here we go.
You see something in the water, deep in this side pool, that's looking at you. As it starts swimming upwards,
Zane.
no answer. Breaching the water is a man with slick skin, scales, eyes that close sideways. Kind of gets up, just, you've been causing a lot of problems, little kid.
Man, you're
And
ugly.
crackles at his fingers. Let's dance. That's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much, very much for playing. Thank you all for watching. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
I have to wait another week.